Last session, the nightmare traveled through the city, the fallen city of Midas, met up with Mayor Morn, and traded the Arclight Phoenix egg for the ability to search and traverse the large tower of Midas, and obtained a single schematic on how to construct and build a skyship to conduct trade not on the waters, but on the air itself. You all went to the tower and found multiple dead corpses, stripped of all useful weaponry, and a singular runic elevator that would teleport you to the next floor. Missing a key, you discovered that specifically this floor would allow you to dispel the magical defense here, allowing you to thus teleport upwards. Sadly, however, there were defenses designed for that very purpose, and upon Jet Neptune dispelling this magic, many animated armors fell from the ceiling and began to either charge or use the guns that they had acquired to shoot towards you all. You dealt with the animated armors that charged you fairly easily, and have made it to the second floor of the Tower of Midas. Here, you were given 4 chambers to search: north, south, east, and west, each one labeled differently with draconic writing over the doorway. You all chose to explore the dormitory. There, you discovered a small oval runic key that seems to display the words Fogha, which means second floor, in runic draconic fashion. Upon Jet picking up this runic key, he was immediately chokeslammed into the wall and almost murdered by an invisible stalker who dwelt within the chamber, staring and guarding the key until it was merely picked up. You all were able to quickly dispatch this foe, not without some damage to your persons. Now, as you all currently dwell within the center room, there are 3 more rooms within this chamber that you have not explored. To the north, you see in Draconic the city defenses written above the doorway. To the south, Aviary written above the doorway. And to the west, the labs. There is also the runic symbol in the center of the room, that you know you have a key to access the 3rd floor with.
I'm back.
All right. Where is... Bro, this new bot's crazy.
What do you mean?
No, you probably didn't hear it. Everyone's muted for some reason. What's up with that? Fucking cute Nate and...
I'm muted. I'm going to take a pee real quick.
Because he was doing his intro, and I didn't want
Having a piss.
boys barking to interrupt it. Nerds.
All right, so we have the 3 options. We have the city defenses, Aviary, and what was the last one? I was putting clothes in the wash.
Is the labs.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
All right, so it's the morning. I walk out. I do a stretch, and assumingly that the elves are up, I'll walk over and I will say, "It's good to be back. I don't know, something came over me, and I apologize for my probably recent mood swing."
Oh yeah, you don't want any gold?
But What'd you say?
You don't want any gold,
What do you
Mr.
mean?
Prospector?
What is a prospector?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so it seems we have 3 directions. I'm not too keen on any aviary for some reason. I don't know, something doesn't tickle me fancy about that. But the labs, however, seem quite intriguing, considering that Jet over here seems to want to look into more arcane stuff in nature, and I believe the labs is probably the best way to go about it. What say y'all, everyone?
Alright,
Send it.
send it.
I need some more lab rats. I'm down.
I'm all for it.
All right, to the labs we go, and I'll start rocking to the labs.
I'll walk behind
As
Jet
I'm waking
Neptune so I
up.
can get a nice picture of that thug shaker on the way in.
Who, me?
Oh. You know,
Um,
guys, Ten's very hungry in the morning. He's gonna go grab a slice of pizza. He'll be back in a second.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Silver Fox probably has a thug shaker. Let's be real here.
Oh my god.
I think all of us have thug shakers. We
Yeah, I'm
literally
pretty sure
shoot down
everyone
thugs
has
from
a thug
time to
shaker.
time.
Not gonna lie to you all, I had pizza earlier today too.
I had a peanut butter sandwich and a black amount for breakfast. Gonna be
Out here living the life.
well, I'm
I'm
so
actually about
fucking
to
happy.
take a fucking pork bliss right now because I haven't really had anything. But to declare, I will lead the charge on this one. I'll take the helm. And
We're gonna
lead
let
the
the
way.
warlock lead. Is that where we're at?
That's where we're walking to.
Okay.
Is it like a short walk, Dustin, or is it like you just open the door and you're in the labs?
It is a short walk, and you basically just open the lab.
Okay, what do we see?
Give me one moment. Ah,
Please, that's the script.
that is the name. I forgot what the name was.
What is the name?
You see a creature.
You do actually.
You see a small orb that starts rotating towards the nearest mirror.
So
That was me popping open my thug shaker. Sorry, guys.
as you open the door to this next chamber, let me find. You find a fairly mundane hallway containing 5 rooms, 2 on each side, and then 1 on the far end. You can see the far door is currently almost like forced open and has stayed open for the majority of this. The doors each contain small little glass windows that you can partially see little bits of light within. Aside from the far left one, and in the center of this hallway, you see something that is kind of concerning. You see a melting, decaying corpse. There's evidence of magic being used as well as material attacks that has slain this entity. It looks to have at one point probably been suctioned to the ceiling. And you can see a large tooth-gaped mouth is currently just held open as it's slowly decaying, and you can see multiple tentacles have already thus become like stretchy and thin as this entity is easily been killed by whatever previous combatants came through the space. If any of you wish, you can make.
Yeah, is it? Oh, I'll probably do that. I was just gonna ask really quick: is the tentacles or the things that are coming off of it, is that originally part of the creature, or is that because of something that happened to the creature and it's kind of like a membrane that's growing?
Originally part of the creature.
Got it.
Um,
So continue.
Yeah, so if any of you wishes, you can make a history check.
Yeah, I'll do
I
it.
got
I
this.
am proficient in.
Hold on. I think I'm pretty buffed up on
That
that
should
new
not have
shit.
been a disadvantage. It should have been normal. It is a
Okay.
24.
I'll make history.
Mm.
No, my history's not that buffed. It's only +4.
Mine's 23. Jake's is 24. 16 and 16.
Yeah, baby. 16, 16, 23, and 24.
Oh, yeah. The 24 and 23, with that, these creatures are not very common, because they are not from this plane of existence. Jet has probably heard them through historic means, through like books and readings. There's something with Johannes that he recognizes the state of it being an aberration. This creature is known as a Balhanaf. It is a it is a creature that typically makes its home within the Shadowfell itself. They haunt well-traveled roads and paths, snatching people along the
In the
way.
Shadowfell, and it likes to snatch people along the
Hey,
way.
Prize, heal up.
They specifically have abilities to grapple and restrain people, and you would guess that being on the ceiling made this creature difficult to hit, for certain. Additionally, you know it has abilities to turn invisible and teleport, and is generally a nuisance of a foe.
Okay.
It likes to grapple and hide. It's very hard to hit, and it seems like whoever was fighting this had much of a difficult time, but seems to have, in the end of the day, slayed it.
Can it turn invisible?
Yes, it can.
Alright.
I think
Toto's gonna spend 3 sci points to gain keen sight, where he can see invisible creatures within 10 feet.
I ready my
I will
grid.
nudge over to Toto. I'll nudge
Okay.
over to Toto as he does that, and I'll
You
kind
see
of
my
say,
eyes come into like
Alright, I think
get
we
your
should
cat like
probably-
eyes, and I meow.
I think we should
You
spread
meow.
meow. I think
Yo.
we should probably spread out and cover more ground. Toto, do you want to accompany me to that shattered door over there beyond yonder down the hall? You say, of course.
I said sure, not of course. Don't get your britches up.
Well, I can't hear you. Your shit's like.
I'm not that enthusiastic there, Johannes.
Bro, your shit's gargly as hell. Fix that cat ear mic, please.
Bitch, I'm using my AirPods.
That's even worse. Anyway. Alright. Me and Toto will start walking. If any of y'all want. Y'all can either come with us, or you guys can check out another room near.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the ceiling as well, Dustin.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
I'm gonna
keeping an eye
have
on the
my.
ceiling.
I want to listen to sounds in my surroundings.
Okay.
I will definitely hold an
make a
action
perception
if
check.
Toto,
Yeah, baby.
if Toto announces like an invisible creature, like hiding or like invisible sight, like about to pounce, I will shoot in the direction he tells me to. So that's what I'm writing my Eldritch Blast.
An 11.
Okay. Toto, make a perception check as well, since you have invisibility on.
But
Does he have it at an advantage because he can see invisibility?
I can make the check at all because I can see invisibility.
Guys, there's something over there.
Well,
I
I
have
mean,
a
10 just
feeling.
make looking around to look.
I just have a feeling.
Of course. Well, of course. Okay, out of game, they're definitely in here, but like,
So,
whether they're real,
a
we don't know
Quick
that.
friendly reminder that you can't roll below your passive perception for 10 penny.
Oh yeah, that's right. My passive perception's like fucking 17. 17, baby.
Got it. So 2 17s then. So, with the group, so there are technically 5 rooms to explore. There's the one in the far back that has the door open. There's three with small bits of light coming through with the doors closed, and then one with the door closed with seemingly like very little light.
Me and Toto are walking over to the one that was kind of like shattered open, I guess would be the term. I don't know whatever.
You walk past all the other rooms, and make your way to the far back room. Upon peering in, Johannes, you see a what looks to be a large, essentially lecture hall, with many rows of seats off in the back of the room. You can see chalkboards line the sides, with multiple different writings of apparently some past lecture about aberrations, and you can see well done drawings of the King in Yellow, and it is your wildest dream. And you immediately walk into the chamber and go to one of these chalkboards and just start reading this lore and history. Toto, you see a destroyed, empty lecture hall, and
Oh no.
in the far back corner, you see a tear.
A tear?
Yeah.
Tear.
You see
a
a shadowy, dark tear within reality itself. And you just see an empty chamber. There's nothing on the walls. There's nothing in there. And you just see Johannes just walks up to like an empty chalkboard and just starts like going wild.
What the fuck?
Like viciously reading.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attempt to erase everything, like a chalkboard. I'm just gonna like try and like smother it.
Yeah, you just begin to smother and erase all the information you can, and you feel this catharsis enter your form, and you're just so engulfed in this situation.
Is it like a tear in fucking space and time?
You just see this like open, dark, like almost shadowy tear. Make another perception check.
Okay. At this point, I would use 2 more to get keen senses to get advantage on perception checks for the next hour.
Okay.
$13. Well, 15. I can't roll below 15.
It's hard to peer through the veil there. But you do notice what could possibly be a mass of swirling tentacles.
Eee.
Oof.
Hubba.
I'm gonna light my halberd and stick it in to see if it's going to illuminate any more for me.
Okay, you begin to walk over, and you stick your halberd in to it. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. 16.
16. You hit something, don't seemingly do any damage, and
Oof. Okay, bro. I hit something. I'm gonna swing on that bitch.
I mean, was he trying to hit something like that?
No, I was
Or
just
he trying to,
poking it in to
test the
illuminate the
water? Was he
area.
trying to, poking...
Ooh. I do not believe this is going to hit you. That is only a 16 to hit.
I'm not gonna hit.
You watch as a tentacle just reaches out and attempts to restrain and grapple you. As yeah.
Okay, bet.
Are now able to see partially through the veil. You see another one of these creatures just has turned its toothy maw towards you and is full on going to attack you.
I'm gonna yell to Johannes. Johannes, can they see in the dark? Magical darkness.
Well, yeah, I can. Yes, I can. I turn.
Convey,
I turn
not
after,
you.
like,
I know you
I
can.
look at my arms and there's like chalk on them, but there's no chalk. And I'll say, "What are you doing?"
I'm gonna pop my bottle of darkness, and then back up a little bit, see if it's gonna climb out towards me.
Okay, that's gonna make another attack.
Is this
Does it
one
have
of the creatures
disadvantage?
that we saw already? I forgot how you pronounce it.
It does not have
Lateral
disadvantage.
or something?
It can see through magical darkness.
It has
It has
blind
double
sight.
sight.
It has blind sight
Ah, shit.
within
It
500
can
feet.
see everything, Connor.
What do you mean 500 feet?
It has blind sight within 500 feet.
It's an
That's
aberration.
fucking insane.
Shit's
So-
alien as fuck.
We're gonna roll initiative here.
Am I rolling too, or is it just him?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I'll help a boy out. I can't help you. Sorry.
So this
Whoa!
is the creature.
He doesn't even
Oh.
have eyeballs, bro.
I never said it had eyes.
Jesus fuck.
All he said is he had his eyes on you.
Mm-hmm.
Hungry.
I just rolled. Oh my gosh, I rolled horribly.
Damn, he really rolled a 0 for initiative. That's crazy.
I rolled a 1.
Who that one?
Sorry, I rolled
Yeah,
a 2
baby!
and it got a 1.
Is that a -1 to Dex? Is that why?
Yeah. Yeah. Clearly,
Is this the
it wasn't
creature that
expecting.
you described to me, by the way? You
Yeah.
looked at the bill.
Yeah, this is another one of those creatures that you saw earlier.
Why the fuck would he be chilling in a rift in time and space in a fucking Discord lecture hall?
Um,
Perhaps
It
it's not a
seems
rift,
that there
perhaps
is-
It's an illusion.
it seems that there is some sort of portal to the Shadowfell here.
What?
I like portals that go other places.
Or rift, I should say, to the Shadowfell. Not a portal, a rift.
The word rift tickles my fancy even harder.
Man, this place is a bunch of bullshit.
Pretty much.
Fucking
Okay.
mage hunters
Um,
and shit.
Toto,
Rifts and
Yes.
fucking
you are the first one to react.
Whose idea was
It attempts to attack you again as you begin backing away, just as a reaction towards you. It's your turn.
Okay, bet. My halberd is lit. My bottle of darkness is going. I can see invisible creatures within 10 feet. I'm gonna attempt to stay within 10 feet of it. How far away am I?
You attempt to stay within 10 feet of it?
Yeah. I just want to make sure because I know I backed up. I would not have backed up more than 10 feet. Because my blind sight only goes to 10 feet, and I need to keep an eye on it.
Okay. So you're just 10 feet away from it then?
Perfect. Then I'm gonna make some attacks.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to summon my echo. Behind it. In the rift, maybe if I can. And then I'm going to
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay. You successfully teleport your echo through the rift.
in the room.
There is
Exert a will.
a strange magic as it shunts through the rift, and strangely there is some light within this room, as all the other rooms do have this kind of like hazy school-like glow to them. And Johannes, if you can see Toto, you notice he loses his shadow.
You
I
mean
lose my personal shadow.
His
Your
echo's
personal
shadow?
shadow
You're talking about
disappears.
his shadow.
What the fuck?
Your shadow. Where'd it go?
If you can see
I mean, I'm in-
Toto, I don't think you can in the moment.
He can. He
he's
has
in
double
darkness.
sight. He can see in the bottle
Yeah, he
darkness.
turned around.
But
I
he's
have
it's still
100
bottled darkness, so there's no real
Yeah,
light.
like there's no light.
This
Like,
Oh,
is something
true,
for
no
Toto to
shadows.
note that, like, this is something that no one else notices and cannot notice for the moment. But he doesn't have a shadow anymore.
Nice.
No, I can see magical darkness.
No, but in magical darkness, I would not have
how
a shadow
does the shadow
regardless.
work, Jake? Oh, where does the shadow come from?
What is a shadow?
I just want you to
I
think
don't
about
know. I
that.
have like two people talking, and I thought Dustin was like, "No, you can't see Toto like in the darkness," and I'm like, "I can."
No,
No,
there's
no, no.
I
You
don't know
can't
what-
see any
There's,
shadows
there's
in the
like
darkness.
two or three people
Yeah.
talking
Shadows
at
don't
once, and I
exist in the
can't
darkness.
see
sorry.
them.
There's just no light, so you cannot see a shadow with no light.
Got it.
But you know, but yeah, Toto. He is
Okay.
behind it.
Is he outside of the rift yet, or is he still in the rift?
He would be in the rift.
Okay,
He is not left.
I
It seems
I'm-
like what if this rift leads to probably where the first entity came from.
okay.
Why the second one hasn't crossed over yet, you have no clue.
All right, I'm just gonna hit the fuck out of this one then.
Okay.
Let's hit with a flame tongue halberd attack. 22 to hit. It's probably gonna hit. 16 damage.
That hits.
May attacks are the best. They always hit.
For my next one, I don't know. Does it look like I'd be able to knock it prone, or is it floating?
It is. It is currently on a ceiling of some sort.
Okay.
It's
If
gonna
I
up
sh-
into the front of a ceiling.
I would love to attempt to shove it off of the ceiling onto the ground in front of me. Through my echo's position.
Ah,
Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Okay. Strength or athletics?
Nice.
Athletics, if you wish. Okay. Yeah. With that, I'd say,
My big fucking biceps and chesticles knock it off the fucking ceiling.
yeah. You do note that this
Perfect.
thing does seem to have a sticky ability of some sort, and
like its bottom half is like a suction.
yeah,
cup
it's
stick on it.
basically it's stuck to the ceiling for the most part, but you just rip it off and it just slumps onto the ground, and you see the tentacles rise in front of you, and you just hear.
Nice.
Okay, that is your
Okay.
second attack.
Alright, then for my bonus action, I'm going to Unleash Incarnation. And it should be knocked prone in front of me, so I should have advantage. I'm going to come down on it with the halberd
Okay.
for a great weapon attack. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He's going to take 30 damage. 26 slashing, 4 fire damage. As
Yeah.
I come down on the second part that was just on top of the wall.
Yeah, you heavily hit it. It's looking hurt at this point.
Okay.
Is that your
At this
turn?
point, I'm gonna back up to 15 feet away from it.
Okay, it is going to make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
It is going to be a hit.
What's the...
So it hits you with one of its tentacles.
Is it still in the bottle of darkness?
And it does hit.
Right now?
It's a
has blind sight.
25 to hit. Just seems.
No. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, I could use like my reaction to help you, Connor. But if you're the bottle of darkness, you kind of
No, so the Bottle of Darkness only extends 10 feet
I
radius
don't think
from
you're even
me,
in there. I think it's just me and Toto.
and he's 15 feet away. He's out of the Bottle of
I'm
Darkness.
not in there. Oh, because wait, I did the check on fucking seeing if I knew what it was.
You're going to take 7 bludgeoning damage, and you're immediately grappled.
That's reduced by 3,
That was before we entered the.
and 2 of those are eaten by temporary HP.
Okay.
So
you
I
are
take
also
3 points of
restrained.
HP. Okay. But am I still 15 feet away, or am I 10? Because I would have to be in its range.
You were within
What-
10
what
feet of
is
its
its
tentacles.
range?
10 feet of its
What is it?
tentacles, 5 feet of its bite.
Okay, so then I'd be 10 feet away from it, because it restrained me before I can move out of its range.
Mm-hmm.
Which means it's still in the Bottle of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Okay. Is that your turn?
yeah.
Okay. Nice.
I'm gonna scream to Johannes. I pulled it out of the rift. It's on the ground.
It's gonna use its
But it's got
reaction.
me.
So as your turn ends, it uses a legendary action, and
What?
all of a sudden, right above Johannes, you look up as you just hear this sound of creaking armor, and you look up as Toto is hanging from the ceiling above you, as he teleports right above Johannes. Johannes, you don't see the entity.
Oh shit. Johannes, it's right in front of me. Can I tell him the location of
It's
it?
invisible.
Do call out? I can see it.
Yeah, so you
I can
can.
see that.
Can I give him like
Yeah,
a
you're
CS:GO
floating
call
above
out?
me.
Move your cluster
CS:GO
up 15
call.
degrees. Move 5 feet to the right.
Rush B,
I
rush B.
can make a general guess.
Yeah,
on,
you
where
kind of
it's
know
at.
where it is.
Like
So
he's only hanging with the
yeah,
by the way.
I will say as this happens, the magical layer action of the warped room fades. You watch as all of the chalk writing just begins to just by itself fade off of the chalkboards, and the room shifts appearance and is no longer this very beautiful, kind of almost perfect room to your desires and your will, and turns into this wrecked chamber, of this old classroom. You still can't see the entity, but
What is this? Okay, then assuming if it's my turn at this point, I will say, where did the lecture room go? The notes.
What are you
I-
talking about? It's right
I'll
here.
look up. Never mind, and I'll move out of the. I'll move so I don't hit Toto, and I'll do the signature Eldritch Blast, and I'll
Okay.
fire 3 blasts at the vicinity.
all
of where I
disadvantage, please.
He said, "Where the Thug Shaker at?"
19 is the only one that hits.
Where the branding split at when you need it, bro? For real, for real.
10.
10 force damage. Okay.
This is one of like 2 use cases I've seen for branding spite.
That's all I'll do for this turn.
Okay.
All I got really.
Got it. It is going to use a legendary action at the end of your turn, and you watch as Toto is wheeled upwards, and then you watch as part of his armor is just crunched. Yeah, that's definitely going to hit. That was a nat 20.
God damn.
I can't do crit.
Okay. It still hits, though.
Yes, I know. I'm just saying, don't double it, please.
So,
I will not, then.
That was,
Double
that
it, give
was-
it to the next person.
Double it, give it back to him, bro. I had the armor of trends. It's doubled and given back to him.
You take... Damn, that's actually really low.
34 points of damage.
No, it's
Yeah,
only
43
18
damage.
piercing damage.
Reduced by 3?
Yeah.
For free?
And that is the end of Johannes's go. The entity is going to use one of its. It's going to make a tentacle attack against Johannes on the ceiling.
How high is the lecture hall ceiling?
Close enough to hit you.
Damn,
Good
that's
answer.
fucking short.
Good answer. Good answer.
I rolled pretty low for this. It is only. I'm trying to do math because I'm bad at it apparently right now. 15 to hit.
No, doesn't hit.
Okay, he's going to use a second tentacle attack against you. Oh, that's a cocked die. Let's re-roll that. That's even lower. That's going to miss.
Yeah.
It is...
Or just say, bro, it's 10 penny. Not 10 penny.
It's gonna bite Toto again. That's gonna hit him. And that again is a 25 to hit.
Goddamn.
Yeah, get fucked, Toto.
He has advantage, but there's not much I can do.
22 to hit. 22 damage.
22 damage?
As he again just wheels you up with that same tentacle and just chomps on your armor. Creature within
Toto,
500
is this
feet of
gonna
it.
Toto,
Huh?
penalty
Invisible to the
intermediate
creature
and
for a minute.
fucking at disadvantage,
Oh,
get 4
um,
20s and kill him.
Technically,
While gra-
Shut the fuck up,
I'm
mate.
gonna re-roll against that first attack on Johannes and misses anyways. Because technically he was invisible, so he would have had advantage
What?
on you. He's no longer invisible, however. After he targets you for that first attack with the tentacle, you watch as it appears after having tried to hit you and attack you. So he is visible now.
Bro, he put the new forges on the Jeep. I'm trapping to the beat bottle.
Okay. At this point, the rest of you have heard the commotion in the ensuing turns. I want all the rest of you to roll initiative as well.
All right.
Okay.
Don't know how effective you all will be, but you all hear the yelling and the sounds of armor crunching come from the room they're in.
I hear sounds of yelling and armor crunching coming from that room.
Yes.
You hear me yell, "It's on the ceiling!"
Okay. Emperor Prize is actually the first to react.
Nice.
All right. So I fucking my
I have
dosing lights
18.
up, and fucking I immediately start displaying the grid as I run towards the room because I already dealt with an invisible foe.
Mm-hmm.
So I do not fuck with that shit, and I'm ready.
Yeah.
So,
You
roll
run
into the
in.
room?
You run into the room. You see it on the ceiling, just above Johannes.
All right. So as I look at the creature, right, the grid collapses into like almost a red dot, and I want it to like say the word "kill," like right above the red dot, and kind of like flash as I spawn my hammer into my hand and I swing.
Kill. 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 It is a distance away from you. You.
Then I throw it.
He throws it.
That is. Oh wow. So you're doing the
Like 10 feet away.
you're doing the damage.
Yep.
Okay. I think there needs to be a dex save from every person within that range too. So I
Probably.
need Toto to make a dex save.
Restrained,
Disadvantage.
which means I have disadvantage, and my dex is like dog as fuck.
Were you throwing the fireball version of this?
You're
spell?
actually killing
Yeah.
me.
Goodness.
Get fucked, Donnie.
Yeah, that is a
17.
3.
Wait,
17
is he-
succeeds.
Do I have to make
Yep.
damage?
Get fucked.
No,
Um,
first.
I know
Also,
I'm gonna
I'm
say
resistant
I'm gonna say you
fire.
can throw it in a way that doesn't affect Johannes because he's not grappled
I shall then.
and restrained. He's
No,
not
hit
being
him.
carried.
I'm not playing favorites.
Well, the thing is, you're being restrained and grappled, and you're up near its mouth, whereas Johannes is on the ground
I'm just clowning.
a little bit further away.
As soon as I throw it, I'll spawn it back into my hand after it makes a hit.
Yeah, the fire damage is not halved by the creature, who takes a serious blow.
Is it the 29?
Yeah.
Well, fuck you.
At the end of your go, the
Alright, I take 7.25 points.
Balhanath is gonna.
Say it. He has the thug shaker, doesn't he?
He shakes the thugs.
Let me see the
He's
thug
shaking the
shaker.
thug right now.
Shake your ass.
He's gonna vanish. He becomes invisible. Actually,
He goes invisible. Motherfucker.
yeah. He doesn't want to get attacked. For now. And then, at the end of his turn, on initiative count 20, the layer action happens. I need... Johannes can see him now.
Well, we can't see him now because he just went invisible, right?
Oh, yeah. But
Except for me, I can see him.
I'm
Archie-
going to...
Oh, yeah.
Too many threats. He has a couple good snacks. I need a wisdom save from Johannes.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, baby!
Johannes. So Johannes can
Fuck
take it down.
yeah! Run it! Yeah!
No!
Yes!
Okay.
Bro!
Johannes, you look up towards the entity now that you can finally see it holding Toto in its grasp, and then you blink, and you look around, and you find yourself not in the room. Also, not on your plane of existence.
You've been banished. Damn.
I'm no longer in
I
the
looked
room.
around.
Or am I playing in
You
existence?
look off to your left side, and about 30 feet away, you can see a kind of dark-looking rift. You appear to be in its lair as it teleports you forcefully.
Oh,
Bro,
wait, would I know
bro.
that he's in the rift now?
Do I see anything?
Nope.
else?
You just got
I
sent to
don't.
the
Is
100
it dark or is it?
Oh, it is
Is it-
shadowy
or is
and
it-
dark, and there's this strange melancholy that begins to fill your heart.
Jake,
Because
brother,
keep
you
in
just
mind, I can see with the magical darkness.
Yeah, I mean, you can see. It's just like you're on an angle with it. So like it teleports you. It teleported you into the chamber, but you're not looking through the rift. The rift is kind of like in line with you, just on your left side.
Do I see Toto's echo?
You do actually.
Jake, brother, you
He
just
just
got
told-
fucking bloodborne. You just got sent to the hunter's dream, bro. The fucking I'm acknowledging.
No, I can't send the
I'm the
fucking
fucking
Nightmare
doll.
Frontier.
That's what
Bro,
I'm saying,
domain
bro.
expansion,
I'm
yo
acknowledging
ass.
you, bro.
Tada.
For real.
That's literally what happens in Bloodborne.
Yes, sir.
What Dustin
Ta-da.
described.
Thank you.
Ta-da. It's your turn.
Okay. You said he was bloodied before, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
yeah, he's hurt. He's hurting.
Bro,
Okay.
it's Tada's turn.
I would have disadvantage in theory if I attacked him right now, right?
I have to fight Nico.
No, you still
You are
invisibility.
restrained, so yeah.
I am restrained, okay.
Well, wait, he can see invisibility, so would it still?
But I'm
be-
still
He's
restrained.
restrained. That is why he has disadvantage. The invisibility doesn't matter because he's not invisible to him.
Oh man, would it be beneficial to teleport so I'm unrestrained? But I would use my bonus action, so I wouldn't be able to make my bonus action attack.
I think it's low enough
Teleport
where
your
you
echo.
smack it a couple of times and fucking die.
I can't teleport with my echo. First of all, that's a bonus action, and it costs 15 feet of movement, and my movement is currently reduced to 0, so I can't do that.
Just take a couple of swings, just kill the thing. It's probably almost dead anyway.
Alright. I will simply
In my
attack him.
opinion.
Okay.
14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Johannes, I hate you. 18 to hit.
Bro, you
18
don't
does
hate
hit.
me.
Let's fucking go. He's gonna take 19 points of damage. That's a lot of fucking fire damage. Goddamn.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Not bad. And then for my... Bro, the echo's gonna fly out of the fucking rift and up to him.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack from the echo's position. And I'm just gonna ball out on this one. Surely this will hit. No, it's not gonna hit. Okay. I'm gonna have to action surge. Actually, hold on. Who's up in the initiative order? I'll be fine. No, but
Technically,
he has...
I missed 10 Penny's turn, so he will be up next, and then it'll be Jet.
Right. But I'm worried about these. It seems to be moving after each of our turns or doing something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll save my action surge.
Okay.
I'll end my turn.
Legendary action. End of your turn. It is going
Bite me.
to
Bite me.
teleport.
Wait. One other thing I will do on my turn is I'll pull out my shield.
Smart. At the end of your turn, it teleports. And Johannes, you hear the jangling of armor again and look up into this dark ceiling as you see it teleports next to you. It teleports into the rift and disappears from view. That is going to be
What is happening?
10 pennies
Well, I'm
turn.
getting
'Cause I missed 10
yoinked.
pennies
Holy shit.
Okay.
I will say for the moment, you looked through the doorway and saw a floating, just hanging Toto, and then he just
Bottle of
disappears.
Darkness is still active.
So,
Sticks off through a shadow just to
Do I know where the area is now that where it's at?
I mean, you
So
don't know that the thing is a
I will
rift.
say, you run to the room and look around. You see a darkness sphere, and then nothing else.
Can't I see through that?
You see darkness and darkness.
Can you see through magic darkness?
I think with the sword I can. Let me see.
I think it's dark vision specifically. I think
It might be. It might just
Are
be
you-
dark vision.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check Soak and
magical
Spite.
darkness is something different.
Oh, it's just dark vision. So yeah.
I will say,
Yeah, that's a
you
Johannes and me
have dark
thing, right?
vision. Ooh. What state is it in?
Minnesota.
Ooh, it's not in no, sorry, it's not in an exalted state. Exalted it would do, you know.
He does have dark vision.
Yeah, I just have dark.
Exalted
I don't
makes
have.
it magical. Ooh.
I don't have magical vision. I just have dark. So I can't see shit.
Just so you know, with Silk and Spite, your dark vision is extended.
Yeah, I know. I have like 100 and some feet of it.
Yeah. You have
Yeah.
basically drow level dark vision. Which is actually impressive.
I have really good eyes.
Curly fucking
Use those
blues.
eyes.
Long ass
Well-
eyelashes.
A red sun
Blue sapphire
rises.
eye.
Blood has been spilt this day.
I'll just make this easy. I'm gonna do bonus section for blade dance. And then I'm going to. Would detect magic help in this case, or would it just fucking be a blur of fucking magical power from the fucking mist or the fog?
You can make it detect magic if you wished.
Good answer.
Oh well, I mean, it might have more magical in some areas from this guy using fucking vision. So we'll see. Wherever the heaviest fucking magic is, I'm gonna swing. No, I will use detect magic.
You're just gonna fucking hit me.
Okay.
I will use
You
the detecting of
detect
the
magic. There is a strong essence of magic coming from the sphere of darkness, but just beyond it, there is radiating riftal magic.
Okay.
In the sphere of conjuration.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go right in.
Okay. I'm gonna say with your movement, you're just able to get into the darkness itself with a dash, and
Alright.
just through the rift. So, you're kind of in that magic darkness for the moment.
Okay, that's fine.
Can you say anything?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Do you use anything?
I mean, I could say, where is it and give like a location of last where it was, and that's about it. Well,
Is he
for
within 10
next
feet of
turn,
me?
it's within 10 feet of me, but like I can see magic. Like, okay, I guess I would want to know like where everyone's locations are. So I'd be like, where is everyone? So I don't hit them, and I just hit the monster because I still have detect magic on, so I'll see more
You hear
magic in some
metal
spots.
clinging, and Toto says, "I'm on the fucking ceiling."
Okay.
Okay. Any return. So this turn it is used. Let me make sure I get this correct. So you used one legendary action. To bite. Was that this turn or last turn? So it teleported. The end of Johannes's turn.
It teleported, bit me, it teleported. And it bit me.
Bit me. Bit me.
Bit me.
I think it's out of legendary actions this turn.
It threw up.
It's Jet's turn.
Alright, so I run to the room and I'm like,
Just like the face of Nancy, lady.
besides apparently the explosion or something, I don't know.
But I thought that was you, Nate.
No,
Yeah, I
that
was
was
gonna say the fireball.
Oh, you were casting fireballs.
yeah. That is what I was thinking about. Yo,
I think it's
I
Q's
would
mic.
take it out of their nostrils.
I think you're breathing into your
that's
mic.
mine.
You're good.
That's my bad, bro. I like.
It was so
I put that position.
well placed and well timed. It was great.
I was like, yeah, it actually sounded like one of my fireballs about to go off. So okay, so I run into the room and I just see darkness and darkness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 2 layers of darkness, like the water in Goo Lagoon. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so while I'm there, I basically
Good ref.
run in and I say, "Where the fuck is the enemy?"
He goes again. I'm on the roof.
Motherfucking
I
ceiling.
flew up.
So the enemy's on the screen, or like I'm
Yeah, he's got me in his tentacles. I'm on the ceiling. Hit him! Hit him!
What is happening?
I really want to do it, but I'm not gonna do
With
it.
your fucking tentacles smashing against Toto's shield, there's a slight fire halberd coming out of the bottle of darkness every third minute.
You see like a blast fly out every like so often.
So it's like layer is deeper in though, like where it's like houses, right? Is there like a portal back there? Like what's going on? Like I need to
There is
understand this.
a sphere of darkness next to a rift to the plane of shadow, where it currently is inside, currently hanging above Johannes.
So it's inside of there. In the
Yeah,
in the
it's
ship.
in the Shadowfell. He's brought Johannes
I want to
and
run
Toto.
inside of there. I want to run through said rift.
Okay, you run and meet up with Tenpenny.
I'm gonna use my
Um,
bonus action to blade song as well.
Okay. Yeah. You hold Tenpenny's hand in the darkness as you're just within the cusp
Aww.
of the space.
So I'm in there now, right?
You essentially are, yeah.
Can I see where the creature is?
Currently, no.
Oh. Boys, we didn't level up, did we?
It is invisible.
Leveled up a
No,
while
No, we
back.
haven't yet.
Is it?
We're level
Yeah,
13, but
Yeah, we're level 13, Connor.
I think I'm level 13. Let me check.
So I can't see the creature at all.
No.
according to the law,
Do I have a general
Also-
idea of where it's at?
it's invisible.
You hear
It's
the
like-
clanking of armor. So technically, you're not in the Shadowfell, because, I mean, you guys were outside of the room, and thus using all your speed, you're just on the cusp of getting in.
Boys, I'm level 12.
Yeah, Connor, you can level up.
Connor, you buffoon.
I forgot to
Oh,
have you
man.
level up.
Connor, you nincompoop. Okay.
Nincompoop.
All right. Well, shoot.
Yeah, everyone make sure you're level 13.
Well, if I wouldn't be able to make it inside of there, then instead of doing blade song, I would not have started blade singing. I would have used my bonus action to teleport.
Okay. Teleporting into the room, through the Shadowfell, make an Arcana check.
All right. 21.
Okay. Your magic goes right through. There is a shift
Oh, shit,
in
I'm
your
only-
overall feeling. This just draining beating on your heart. But you're in the chamber. You can see Toto just hanging from the ceiling. By
You cannot
nothing.
see
He's just like floating. And you can see Johannes is just below them.
Hey, Toto, you're resistant to fire, right?
What are you planning?
Hey, real quick, Dusty, if we're not a level 13, do we just do that now?
Yeah, just do it now.
Okay.
And you can regain those hit points if you lost them.
Where I'm hearing the clanking,
Yes, I am resistant to fire.
I'm going to
I didn't
be
even-
concentrating on a certain spell.
Is he gonna take the fucking fiery form of fucking... I know what he's doing.
And a little
Or
bead
just
appears.
kill it. Oh lord.
A little bead appears up there.
Oh no!
Delayed blast fireball?
He's doing it!
Okay.
Can I get
Do you instantly explode it?
Can I make an
Please
Arcana
no.
check to discern what this is?
Well, I guess
Hey,
like wait. So,
Can I
so
get
they've been
half
fighting
cover,
for a minute.
please?
There's no cover.
My shield.
You're just dangling, dog.
Yeah, you know what? I'm
Do it.
immediately gonna
Send it.
pop it. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna pop it.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay. Dex save.
He's doing
It's a
it!
failure from it.
Oh Oh shit!
Roll,
Connor?
roll 12d6.
That's actually very weak damage.
Times like these.
Oh shit!
12 plus 13 plus 14. That was actually exceptionally weak.
Yeah,
39 damage.
you only rolled 6 twice. That is very poor.
Yeah,
take
that was
19 points of
exceptionally weak.
damage.
I only had 1 4. I had no 5s, and I got consistently 3s, 2s, and 1s. You know, I had 2 6.
Yeah. You hear just the sound of as this creature is just angry.
That's a real shame. I was hoping I did a lot more damage there. Connor, how you looking? So you took half that damage, right?
Oh, I'm on the ceiling.
Okay.
I'm actually technically not bloodied yet.
Yeah.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Johannes.
Can't do anything.
Yeah, well, that's my name. I'm sitting here. I see a glowing bead, basically just say like legalize nuclear bombs on Toto. I'm so confused on what's
Legalize
happening.
nuclear bombs.
And out of pure like what the fuck's happening, I'm just gonna like default to Eldritch Blast, and I'm just gonna fire 3 at the fucking thing that's holding Toto
Okay.
above him. All at disadvantage.
29 and 24 hit.
17, 16, bro. I kill it. I kill it.
With in your few moments of just disoriented on the ground here, you look up and you just make a judge of just a guess, and your first strike flies up into the air and you smash this eldritch energy into the entity. You can see the shimmering effect of the invisibility across it, and being in this shadowy plane, you fire the next one up and it strikes in, but doesn't do any material damage. And this last strike, you hit, and it hits the tentacle, severing it. Toto falls 10 feet, smack onto the ground. And as the tentacle goes flailing, the energy burns up the rest of the tentacle, and then matches into the mouth of the entity. And you just hear this loud sound as it just explodes. You're all covered in goop. Aside from Jet, who is kind of far away. But Toto and Johannes are just covered in this entity's ichor. And then you all feel this shaking, and you blink your eyes, and you look around at each other, and all you 3 can see is darkness as you find yourselves in the Battle of Darkness, no longer in the Shadowfell.
I'm gonna undo the darkness as Toad's just fucking lying on his back with a flaming halberd and a shield.
That's the end.
Fucking hell. That was disorienting.
Ooh, I get an ability score improvement. I don't know what to do with it.
Maybe you should improve some bitches.
Hit.
Oh,
Got him.
Yeah. So that the
You should find an ability that keeps you on the fucking ground.
Nah, you're a cunt.
I mean, you have a lot of wisdom saves, Connor.
I might increase my intelligence.
You can increase both of them.
I could.
Yeah. Split
Increases
it. And
intelligence,
get
learns
a-
how to stay on the ground.
While Toto's figuring out if he wants to get more bitches or not, the rift's gone, correct?
it shunted you out the second the entity died. You just find yourselves back in the study room.
Was anything else shunted out?
The body of the entity,
Okay.
or the goop
Word.
of the entity, I should say.
The goop.
Yeah, you utterly just destroyed it.
Word. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on. I'm disoriented. This room is fucking with my head. I'll walk out of the room. Truly.
Yeah.
When is the last time you leveled up?
Last session.
We leveled up.
Okay.
Well, the previous
we
session
leveled up
to
to
that.
12. Yeah, after the war. We leveled
Yeah.
up at 12 during Iron Sight too.
All the bugs.
Does anyone else want to do anything?
I'll help Tada up.
Thank you. Ta-da. Thank you.
Ta-da. This way he can
I say-
admire my even beefier muscles now that I've leveled up more into
Oh, bro,
barbarian.
my proficiency bonus went
I
up by
say-
1.
So that thing was from the Shadowfell, huh?
Fuck is a Shadowfell.
What the fuck is a Shadowfell?
I love that fucking reaction. What the fuck's a Shadowfell?
Didn't you know this because you know fucking Dracovis from there?
Dog, you found me in
I
a
mean,
basement.
if Jakova ever explained it.
So King Prize has just been like, Dracova's gone, and they're like, yeah, he went to the Shadowfell, and King Prize's mind, he's just like, let's go.
I didn't know that we knew where
He
he
didn't want
went.
to admit
I
that
didn't
he
know that
didn't
we
know
knew
what
where
the
he went.
Shadowfell was this whole
Yeah,
time.
everyone said
He
we knew.
probably thought it was like his. He probably thought it was like a fucking archipelago, like a fucking.
He heard Shadowfell, he
vacation
said,
suite.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang, we love that.
We love casting spells.
That's all he heard.
I don't recall you ever calling his hometown Shadowfell.
Well, I never did. I never said that. Fucking, I'm talking about everyone else. My point, though, is Jet is asking this because Jet replies with, well, I hope your friend isn't looking quite as ugly as that thing.
No, he was quite handsome.
So you all have dealt with this entity. There are, I will say, you can search the rooms. This room specifically has already been picked over. The information here has been taken by the previous group.
Oh, I will ask real quick before they do some searches. I just wanted to know when I entered originally and I saw that the room was more of a lecture hall, but so I was destroyed. The writing that I was reading and stuff. What was it? Or was it kind of just like
Make a Arcana check.
that's something I totally forgot to ask. A nat one.
9? I mean,
Well, wait, actually, it was at disadvantage, but it's still I think a nat one.
yeah.
You had 2 nat 1.
I mean, it's hard to tell. Like, you felt so strongly. Like, you found your desire. You
What a
found
shame.
something you truly wanted. You don't know the abilities of this entity. Like, that is something that, like, even with the history checks that you and Jet had, you didn't know this creature had that type of ability. You would just assume probably that it made that somehow.
Yeah, that's perfectly all right. All right, continue. Y'all want to do a best?
I will be right back. I gotta drop a load.
So, if anyone wishes to, you can make an investigation check to search the remainder of the rooms.
I would like to.
Yeah, I'll search a room other than the one that was destroyed.
Yeah.
20.
17.
While they're doing this, I'm gonna ask Connor, like, leaning next to him. I'm gonna be like, so what is a Shadowfell?
Meanwhile, Connor's in the bathroom.
Connor's in the pooping farting right now.
Pooping farting.
Oh,
Connor said, yeah,
real
what they got-
quick, Dustin. You might know what this is. You know what limoncello is?
Not really.
Limoncello is basically an Italian lemon liqueur.
Okay, yeah,
I have to do a presentation. I have to do a presentation in Italian on it about like 2 weeks. But I was looking it up and did some research. It is super fucking easy to make, and I'm making 2 batches right now.
nice.
Like I already made it yesterday, but I have to get the fucking stuff to ferment. Like I have to put lemon peels and like some liquor, and I'm making a 3-day batch and a 3-week batch. Shit's gonna bang.
Sounds good.
It's gonna be amazing.
Hell yeah. Based on the investigation checks, overall you find 2 health potions, one
Nice.
regular and one greater.
Which one does Jake find? Which one do I find?
You find the greater, Jet.
But
The rooms themselves seem to have been laboratories and lecture halls designed to help students within this tower study things. You get the essence of probably some study with the Shadowfell, seeing how there has been at least multiple of these Shadowfell based entities that have crossed over. You don't really know the extent of that magic, and you don't really know how to get rid of it. You are able to search all of the rooms easily, aside from the one room on the back left side, from the chamber you entered in. That room, looking through the glass door, is obscured. There is less light coming from that chamber, mainly due to the fact that there is a massive green sludge, a slurry that covers majority of the floor of the chamber and up partially the door and the glass window. Looking through, you can see a bulbous looking plant with oozing liquid just lashing out. It has these eerie, strange opening slits that seem to be 6 of them in a circular ring and a center one in the middle that is like opening ever so slightly, like a gaping, lashing mouth. You can see these large purple thorned vines seem to be just wrapping around certain sections of the chamber close to the door. And clearly something went wrong within this chamber. Mainly the main reason you have yet to explore this room is upon getting close to the door, and you looking in. The first individual who does so begins to hear a voice in their head.
Uh-oh.
Let me out. I can help
I think we should
you.
avoid this room.
Long have I waited to help those who can free me.
Yeah, I think we should avoid this room.
I think we should let him out.
What does my docent say?
Make a check.
Could while he's making a check, if there's any like glassware available for like holding like the vials, but like a
Add
little
3 to
bigger
that.
cup. If there's any, I'd like to grab some.
I'd say there's enough for
I like
one
the-
alchemy kit.
Well, I wasn't looking for an alchemy kit, but all right.
Alchemy kit comes with vials.
Okay.
So 21. Your docent. Sir, I do not trust this plant. The fact it very much has sentience is concerning to me, as well as the fact that, based on the language it can speak with its telepathy, I believe this entity is not from this world.
The fuck kind of shit they have in this tower? God damn. Anything in this fucking place from this world?
Wizards will be wizards. They like to
Yeah.
experiment with stuff they do not understand.
Emperor Prize throws up his hands and he says, "Shadow Money Wizard Gang my ass. Fuck this place. I hate this place so much." Goddamn wizards fucking around with shit that they don't
And look at
know.
him like, wasn't it your idea to come to Midas?
Yes, and that was before I knew that it was fucking crawling with all these fucking shits. Bugs, I understand. Shit from the Shadow Realm? The fuck? It's goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh in here.
Now Jimbo.
What is a Yu-Gi-Oh?
It's in the Shadow Realm, idiot.
What color is your pot of greed, idiot?
Yeah.
All right. I think we should probably. There's probably nothing left in this room. I say we move on to another
Nothing but a
place.
bunch of beautiful boys.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to see what it is.
I can swap places with it. We can get it out.
You know, further the
Yes.
plot.
No,
Come
I
in.
think we should leave it.
I'm gonna
Greet-
swap places with it. I think I'm gonna do it.
No,
Come in
No.
and greet me.
Oh yes, I
wish to
cast.
speak.
I
and
cast
learn
baleful
from you.
transposition.
I am out of the room. I have left the room as soon as he says I'm going to swap places with it. I am gone. I didn't.
You know, what, I'm
I-
gonna cast transposition first to see if it's an ally.
Is it an ally?
Does transposition work?
You use transposition?
Yeah, sure.
It's an ally.
Okay. I mean, ally just means that in the moment, it's an ally to you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
an ally to me. I'll save a few
Yeah.
side points here.
Yeah.
I
Into
do want- I'm
Brute,
not
that
doing
shit
shit.
does change.
But before I do that, I'm gonna use nomadic anchor to put an anchor next to me, so I just bring him next to me. I don't go where he was.
Okay. The large, huge plant suddenly appears in the hallway next to all of you.
I offer my hand to shake
I am gone.
I say greetings.
it.
Greetings, traveler.
Well, hello.
You watch as this central opening on this large plant, this huge plant that is taller and bigger than all of you, opens up, and you all hear Dundrandaya Oceandaya Hestia.
Oh hell no! What language is that, bro?
You
Give me
hear
fuck up, guys.
language of
Connor's like, oh no.
you hear it speak deep, as the telepathy begins engulfing all of your minds.
I'm gonna talk back,
I
though. What's your
already
name?
said that I left the room.
Mine's
I'm
already
gone.
kind of crowded.
I have telepathy. It's just
Yeah, I already
It
got
is
enough.
so
fucking big
good
time.
to be free of that cramped room.
I'm sure it is. So what's your name?
I have not been given one.
Well, gentlemen, what's his name?
I say Shorty.
You said Shorty.
Yeah, you know, there's a giant plant inside of Scary Movie 2.
Thug Shaker.
I think we go with feckin'.
The Zaza. We can call him Zaza.
Smoke Shorty like the Zaza.
Zaza.
Yeah. Purple grape.
You all are interesting individuals. Where does your forms of life come from?
That's a complicated question.
You asking who my god is?
You see, at this point, just so you know,
I do like pineapple on my
the
pizza.
the entity itself is just this massive bulbous plant, and you can see that it has these large vines that look to be like sharpened, thorny, normal, like extended plants, and you can see it begins to like wrap them around the walls and begins to slowly shift towards the exit of this chamber. As it's moving, it just telepathically is just speaking to you.
Well, you said you wanted to help us, right?
Well, I can help you if you desire.
How can you help us?
You see the body kind of stops moving and it begins to turn itself. So the main pod is staring in your direction.
One giant eyeball looks at
I'm
you.
gonna stare it down too.
Do you trust your world?
No.
I trust myself.
I am a man of magic.
I can help your world. Bring it to a new reality.
Oh,
And call
Oh.
those who
This
are not
This dude's
fit
gonna
to
unleash-
live in it.
damn, it almost sounds like the alien planet wants to make this world his world. It's almost like it's evil. Who could have thought?
He's gonna launch the infinite Tsukuyomi, bro.
Yeah, like.
By any chance, do you know
who- who-
Dimension
who would've
Domain?
thought the planet trapped in the room was evil. I couldn't have guessed.
Can you do
Do you
domain
have
expansion?
magic?
I do not have magic.
Ah, so you're a Wiccan.
If you help me be rid of this ailing tower, I shall help you make this world better.
How do you define better?
Yeah.
Well,
Fucking.
it would
This
have
is the first time
me-
dealing with it.
We struggle
That's
so
not-
fucking hard to have a serious moment in this campaign.
I know.
How do you define better?
I am better. I would be this world.
Bro, I'm so tempted to put him back in the fucking cage.
This might
I'm
be
like-
You've
shocking.
taken him out. He can't go
Jack.
back now.
I can
Hold
I
on.
can teleport in and then swap places with him.
This might be shocking for you, Cactus Jack, but this is not the first time we've had this deal.
Cactus.
Yeah, actually, we're kind of used
I'm
to
gonna
it.
need some kind of guarantee here.
This is the difference between like a veteran party now and a fucking like the OG like green party. Just like, oh yeah, we'll do it, and like all
What
now it's just like a little jaded about
guarantee
this.
Can I make?
I've been fucking on the edge.
That's a hard one. We don't really.
It's like,
have
dude,
much
if you can't use the
response
wish
right
spell, we don't need you.
You don't know about the wish spell, Toto.
I
mean,
wish-
Tenpenny.
I wish to live my life
What is serv-
as
what is
you
service?
all currently live.
Hmm.
I promise.
What do you wish to do with your life?
Could you possibly give me 2 more arms?
I could.
What?
And you see the central pod opens if you desired. Make a perception check. As it kind of pulls itself to look at you as the central pod opens.
Can I also make a perception check?
Sure.
I do have a dent. With
What's on that
persuasion,
one?
I got a 22.
22. Looking in. It's dark inside the pod, and it's difficult to see. But, Toto, there is a human inside.
Oh.
Near the back of it. It is... currently, they don't seem to be moving. You can just see these 2 blank eyes staring towards you. With a soft, slightly confused smile.
Interesting.
Like a Tsukuyomi. It's like he's in a state of
But
trance.
they look like a normal person.
There's a human in there.
That's
I
gonna be
rolled a
human
nat
or
1,
not.
so I'm already walking towards
You
it.
can see they wear this very ornate looking robes.
Can I do a history check to see if I can notice it from any
Well,
timeline?
this is only Toto who can see it currently.
Oh, really? Is it still in the dark plane?
No, this is in the center hallway, but like it's
Okay.
super far back into this digestive pod within this entity, and they're just shrouded in darkness, and they just have not moved. They're
Is this
staunchly
your
still.
natural form?
But I'll say, Toto, you kind of recognize this individual as probably being a wizard of some type.
But you said he can't cast spells.
Yeah. But this individual looks to be a wizard.
Okay.
They probably locked him up in that fucking stuff so he couldn't cast spells because this guy was Shadow Money Wizard Gang
You
9000.
do note that
Or
this
being
individual
he's being digested.
is
It's a digested pod.
they wear the same clothing that you've seen on the dead bodies of other wizards here.
How did this happen to you?
You see the pod closes.
Wait,
What
I
do you
wanted my
mean?
arms.
As it turns towards you, Toto. I have
This is not your-
always been me.
You've not always
Connor,
been this
Connor's always
large.
fallen for the. You could be part of something greater. He fell for the worms. Now he's falling for the plants.
You said he was trapped. Why is he trapped?
How did you end up in that room?
The denizens here, these mages, were attempting to deal with the Shadowfell in their own twisted way.
That checks out so far.
One of them stumbled upon my home of Ravenloft, and I was brought forth.
Interesting. So, would you know how to get back to Ravenloft?
I am never going back.
Oh. But that doesn't answer my question. Would you know how to?
That is not my home any longer, and I have no
Answer the question.
ability to return.
Hmm.
This is a new world. I can feel it. My old life is over. Perhaps I have regrown in that space, but I am too far to recognize if I have been reborn there yet. It has been long since I've had soil beneath my roots.
Well, at least help us climb to the top of this tower.
And
And we'll
even,
talk about our reward for doing so along the way.
it's been even longer since I've had substance. I'm gonna say, if anyone wishes to make a history check, you may.
Yeah, I will.
As
Sure.
it's been talking long
I
enough
cannot.
that you've been given insight into what this entity is.
Damn, my rolls are dog shit right now. Where are those arms at?
Yeah, I feel like you.
Dogs are barking. I had 28.
15.
Only Tenpenny, strangely, knows or has an idea of what this entity could be.
I read a lot of books back at home.
This creature, this entity that stands before you, is clearly from another plane. It has already said so. Based on the look of it and what it seems to be, this is not a good entity. It is a plant. Its true nature is, like most plants, not designed to be connected to a natural alignment. It is fairly probably neutral creature. It's not evil per se, but it is, it doesn't recognize its actions as evil. Based on the look of the entity and what you've seen thus far,
Dude just wants to grow.
he wants to grow. You assume that it probably has some ability to survive without it, or regrow without itself being there. It probably has a rejuvenation ability where it can reform very easily.
I want to learn it.
Yeah, we
Um,
should. We
You
should take this
also
back to.
note that most likely it can bring people inside of
Oh
itself.
lord. Yeah, via the process of eating and consuming,
Yeah. Um,
as most things do when they're hungry.
Is the human that's still inside of it alive?
yes.
It looked like it. Yes.
Yeah. They look like a normal, perfectly functioning, alive human.
Could I attempt to pull just the human out by swapping places?
Hodo's about to get eaten by the.
Is it a saving throw?
Yeah, like
Not if I use the ally one.
You don't know whether or not this one would be an ally.
The wizard inside. I'll attempt to pull him out with transposition.
Okay. Is that a saving throw?
No, it's just if he's an ally, it works. Him when I pulled him out of the cage with.
Yeah, it's not. He's not an ally.
Okay.
As you attempt to do that, you see the plant turns towards you. What are you doing?
Can I still see the human?
At this point, it's closing.
But I can still see him?
I'd say so for a moment.
Okay, I'm gonna try Baleful Transposition.
Say I'm curious. Is that human still alive?
again.
That is a 10.
That
You
fails.
switch places.
I actually
What?
go to my anchor that I put down before this. So now the wizard is out where I was, and I'm next to him.
You see the wizard pops out, and for far too long doesn't move, and then blinks once, and almost like a personality is implanted.
I'm gonna put
Smiles.
manacles on him.
10.
I don't know why you're doing this, but could you please release me?
Not until we get a grasp on the situation. What's the monster doing?
Release him! The large plant creature's tentacles begin to extend across the ground as it seems to get very angry.
Oh.
You're making Daddy very angry.
I'm gonna look to the rest of the party.
I spawned my hammer. Disappointed that I'm not getting my extra arms.
Wait,
I'm gonna
wait,
pull
wait.
out.
Please, don't do anything rash. We can talk about this.
Call your monster off.
This entity is a friend of mine.
And who are
You know,
you?
we can talk about this like civilized humans. Enough with the cryptics. I want to know. I want knowledge.
You can call me Ash. I'm a wizard here. I was studying the Shadowfell, and I found this
The
entity.
wizards of this land are not to be taken lightly, Ash.
Well, I'm not to be taken lightly. I summoned this creature. Straight from the Shadowfell.
Why?
I was studying. We were attempting to figure things out. Midas had
What were you
need
trying to
of-
figure out?
Midas had need of weapons to defend himself and our people. It's why we fled so far away.
So you sought power in the Shadowfell to defend yourself.
Of course.
How'd that work out for you?
Well, fairly
I
well,
don't
would
take
say.
taking power from other planes lightly. It's a transgression.
The other planes were invading our home. Demons, devils. Asmodeus himself was on the plane of existence.
My grip is going to tighten around him.
We fled that war, not wishing to see it. And in the end, we fell here.
So you have the powers of planar travel.
I have experience in that regard.
How do you do it?
Through magic, of course. There's different spells.
And you have the components.
I mean, now, no. They've been lost to the ages, and I've been taking refuge in this entity, keeping me young and virile. I don't know what's befallen my home, but I wish to see it again.
Your home fell. Why did your own people lock you up?
No one locked me up.
You certainly looked restrained to me.
The door may have been closed, but I ensured some level of protection to the chamber as I was casting. Things went a little haywire as the city began to fall.
Haywire. What do you mean?
It's hard to control a spell actively being cast when when gravity stops working as intended for you.
What spell?
I was attempting to speak with an entity from Ravenloft. I'd done all the necessary preparations. I was going to bind him to our will and, well, try to use Strahd to our advantage. Learn some things from the great man.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Two, actually. One, your companion you summoned, gesturing over to the plant. Can you tell me what your intentions are once you guys leave the tower? And then two, since you were able to do planar travel, do you think you could recover somebody specific from the same dimension you've been meddling with? Or send us to go get him?
This entity helped keep me young and virile over the many years, and now that it's finally, well, able to move and be out of that room, I plan to see it happy. To settle
Insight
it down.
check.
Make an insight check. Settle it down in a place. Have its roots grow finally, and see my old home. The spell I cast was Gate. I uttered the name of the individual I attempted to bring forth. If you were to give me many diamonds, I
Do an
could do
Arcana
it
check
if you
to see
give
if
me
I
the
know what
name.
level Gate is.
Make an Arcana check. Yeah, and he seems, from what you can tell, it's hard to read. Like, this individual is strange. Some of his mannerisms are weird, but he's an old individual. This person seems to be from a previous age.
Like talking to someone in the Victoria period.
If anyone wishes to make an insight check, you can. And with
I am there.
with a 25,
So
Gate is a 9th level spell.
Mhm.
It is one of the most powerful spells in existence. The fact that seemingly this person was attempting to summon Strahd is astounding.
He's basically saying, "Don't fuck with the 9th level
I
casting
will
wizard."
be right back.
Um, if any of you, like I said, if any of you wish to make an insight check, go ahead.
Is he wearing a big hat?
I will.
No, he seems
Even
to
though
be,
I don't have good insight, I will.
he seems to be like a
I'll do it.
middle-aged, like
Yeah, go for
maybe
it,
like
guys.
35-ish man. He has like this kind of dark brown hair, like this kind of short beard, only extending about an inch from his face. Kind of like well done hair on the sides. Um, Essentially, he has like a fade almost, and kind of longer on top a little bit that extends down. It's all nice and brown. Wears these like very ornate robes. Um, for 10 penny, for the most part, he seems to be telling the truth, from what you can tell. Um, he seems like a normal guy. With the 21,
He seems to me like a scientist, pretty much.
yeah,
Can you do something for me?
21, Jet, there's just something off about him. Certain things are contradictory, as if he doesn't have the right knowledge. It's strange. Some of the things he said don't match with what was really happening at the time.
I'd bring these up. I'd be like, I'd try to call him on his bullshit.
I might have remembered some things wrong. I'm sorry if I have.
Ash,
It's no reason to keep me and this entity imprisoned. You freed us
is
in the
this your
place,
first body?
anyways.
I turn to Toto and I say, "There's definitely something fishy going on here."
I don't fully know. The entity protected me, kept me young.
From what I can
But
tell so far,
At what
his
cost?
intents are at least honest. A 9th level caster, manacles would not hold.
At least not those manacles. I'll shout down the hall because I've already stated that I left the room a while ago. I'll say, "Did you guys put the plant back in the room yet?"
Who is that?
Another of our party.
If you
I
think
have-
we're not very trusting, oh, wait till you meet him if you do.
I would like something from you, Ash. I'm gonna snap my fingers, and 3 contracts are gonna
Is that a no?
appear in front of him. I'm gonna be using my UA or my themed contracts here. Do you remember what they do, Dustin?
Yeah.
Okay. Each of these is a barter of spellcasting. You are the strongest caster that I've met, and I would like 3 spells to be used from you for me. A peace offering. Do you agree to these terms?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
I also would like to, just because I'm really watching him right now.
Go ahead.
Mine was bad. Only got a 4. Yeah, I don't have good insight. I got very lucky with the 21. I still say, like, off my first gut, this thing is like, I think it's too sus.
I would gladly.
I mean, yeah. What was your first guess, dog? There was a fucking plant in a room.
I say he's evil.
Well, considering that he was about to fucking.
I assume you know the Mage Hand cantrip.
I of course do.
I would like for you to wield the pencil, and the feather will pop out with the ink with the Mage Hand, so I don't have to unshackle you.
I don't currently have my spell book on me.
Cantrip. Oh, you need the fucking. Yeah, never mind.
You should be able to cast a cantrip without your spellbook.
Yeah, that's more bullshit. I'm like, are you really a wizard? What spells do you know?
I know many spells.
And what would those be?
Give me your top 3 favorite spells from that book that you used to have.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Are
what
you
I
a
was
part
doing.
of Shadow Money
There are specific
Wizard
ones
Gang?
on
He begins to
He's a-
recite spells.
He's a fake fucking wizard.
Wait,
For a
wait,
ninth
wait, wait.
level
Is he like
spell, he
casting
has
them, or is
gate.
he?
He just begins saying,
Okay.
the spells I had in my book, and that I could probably write again, are gate. He just begins reciting down the list. So it starts off with gate and it just goes down all these very powerful, elite
He doesn't say
spells.
wish, does he?
He does not. His ninth
Okay.
level spell was gate.
He only has one.
Yeah.
Okay. What about 8th level spells?
Um,
And I'm asking you, Dustin, because I want to make sure that you're not trying to give this spells that are like too overpowered. But whatever he knows, up to you.
Also, I would like to see you write these down. Or where is your spell book? I would like a
Yeah.
copy of these.
I don't have it any longer. It's been a long time. When the room started shaking and the city started collapsing, this entity saved me. That's all I can say.
There's a lot of all you can say.
He would have Incendiary Cloud as his 8th level spell. As his 7th level spells, he has Mordekainen's Magnificent Mansion and Plane Shift. He also has Teleport. Arcane Gate.
Word. Oh.
Scatter. He has Summon Fiend. Fifth level, he has Cloud Kill. And Infernal Calling. As well as Steel Wind Strike. As well as Teleportation Circle. Fourth level,
Damn. But going down the list, really going down the list.
Yeah.
yeah, he goes through all of them. Dimension Door, Evard's Black Tentacles, Gotter's Sweetie Courier, Faithful Hound. A lot of conjuration spells, it seems. He was probably a conjuration wizard of some type. Watery Sphere. Third levels. Sleet Storm. Summon Fae. And Shaman Shadow Spawn.
Okay.
Like he lists off his spells.
We also have to keep in mind that, like, Gate may be a spell he might know, but without his book, he could be literally just listing spells just to list spells.
Yeah, honestly, it seems like to me
there's
that
no
the
proof.
monster isn't like has more part in this. Like,
Well,
Mhm.
not just the monster, but like there's no proof to tell that the guy can actually cast the spells he's saying without the book. He could be a literal fucking hobo and saying, yes, I'm a 9th level casting wizard. We don't know, so keep that in mind.
I'm still suspicious as fuck as him. As soon as I had that first fucking bad read on him, I was like, this guy's got some shit.
Yeah, some of the things just didn't make sense with that first read. He's hard to read. Like,
All right. The way my contracts work, the contract will fail to be sealed if you don't have the ability to cast these spells that you're telling us. I'll be checking if you know these spells genuinely. Do you understand?
I don't have my book right now. I don't know if I would be able to even cast those spells.
Wizards are able to cast without their book.
It's been a long time. I don't know if I can help with that regard. I can sign another contract if you desire.
I think we
Right.
need to. I look at Toto, and I'm like,
Well,
I
Jet would
think we
know
need to be very
right
careful.
offhand. Like, besides cantrips, I actually don't know. Can wizards still cast books or spells from their books, or is it like prepared? Like, what is it specifically?
So to my knowledge, you need to have your book. Like,
No, you use the book to prepare your spells, but once you've prepared your spells, you can cast them without your book.
yeah, but like, if you don't have those spells prepared, you can't.
But if your book's destroyed and you still have spells prepared, can you still cast those spells, or are they just gone?
You can still cast them.
You can still cast them
Okay, so he should technically still have if he
Yeah.
prepared
if he
spells.
hasn't used them all.
Yeah, if he didn't use them all, or if he has prepared, well, not used them all. If he prepared spells, he should be able to cast them. I
Yeah.
mean, a long rest, you could just, yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, you're right. I misspoke.
Oh, you're good. Jake wanted.
I
to know
use
because
detect
I know.
thoughts.
Ooh.
I'm so glad you did. I didn't want to say anything. I was outside the room. I'm like, bro, I could fucking just cast detect thoughts.
I'm not the type of guy to do this, but I see everyone looking a little suspicious of this guy.
Thank you, Jake.
I will use detect thoughts.
You enter into his mind.
Bro.
His surface thoughts are in conjunction with the plants.
You mean like simultaneous, like it's on the same link?
They are not the same individual, but
Like sharing a.
The plant's controlling him. The plant is
the
controlling him.
plant also seems to be within his mind and is actively giving him hints on what to say.
Interesting.
Is it kind
I'd
of
like
me,
to-
buddy?
I'd like to try to figure something out, Dusty. Wait,
This
Jared,
guy's
you share
definitely
this
a lich in the
information with
making.
us.
Do you want
Jared,
to
For real.
do you want to go
You sure?
deep, Jared?
Yeah, let's go deeper.
Okay.
I believe it's a
That's
wisdom
good.
save.
It is. And if they fail, they know.
He failed my wisdom save from before, so his wisdom must not be that high.
He fails. You dig deep and begin
What do you
to
wanna know?
inspect the mind.
Jared, is there
So-
something specific you want?
I'm looking for origins, last memories, how long he's actually been around,
Okay.
what actually
As
went
you
down at the plant.
dig deep, the last memories are strange, as they are also the first memories.
Oh shit! The plant created him.
You
The play created him. Oh no.
you see images of a powerful wizard who looks exactly the same as this individual casting
Clone.
this massive spell. You can see these arcane glyphs forming around him, and then the whole building shakes as the city presumably comes to a crash. He hits the ceiling as his magic fully engulfs as you begins to say the words for the spell, but then is shattered. And coming through the gate is not Strahd, but you watch as this plant just engulfs the chamber. You watch as its whole body seems to be that room. All the extra vines and strange plant matter just almost appear directly into the chamber, blocking the door, covering the entire floor. And as he lands and hits these soft vines, you watch as the plant reaches out with these tentacles and pulls him into the open pod mouth. And you watch as his skin begins to dissolve as his memories and flesh become liquid
Yep.
and then reform into his new form.
Ah, who would have thought?
He is a podling.
He is a podling! Oh my god!
You watch
I know
as
what
this
is now.
time passes, centuries, as he just watches history go by within the center pod. Not able to escape, the plant just keeps him in dormant stasis, waiting.
God.
Would I also be able to dig in to see what their thoughts are on us?
The group of them.
Group?
the podling is currently working to ensure that the body taker plant can escape, set up roots, and thus never be defeated again. And set up a new dominion on this plane to dominate all life, dominate all lands. To their minds, a world would be healthier and more efficient in the body taker's control. Anyone who disagrees to the body taker's thoughts either lacks perspective or is fit to only serve as fertilizer.
Fucking hell, beholder looking ass.
Alright, so in this situation, I'll probably just cast Fireball. We're pretty close to
Would
this
I?
thing.
Would you have like told us what you were about to do?
No, because we're like literally right next to each other. I don't know telepathy or anything.
I do though.
You
So,
cast Fireball?
No, I won't cast Fireball yet. I think I might actually go for just a sword swing. I might just kill the podling. Because it seems like this guy has to do most of the work, and the plant's just trying to fucking spread its fucking culture.
Are you guys alive still? What's up?
I'm going to, actually, I could make noise.
Who are
so
you
Jake would
attacking
know.
first?
I think I'm going to, just go, I think I'm gonna go right for the plant.
Okay.
I'm going to use, fuck.
Phantasm Killer, Sword Swing.
I'm thinking of Phantasmal Killer, because he's doing, yeah. But, actually, he can't move. It's in place, this plant. So, you know
The
what?
plant can move.
Oh, it can move.
It can?
Yeah. You watch that, that's what I was saying. It can move. It's slow, but it can crawl, it can
It looked at
climb,
each
it can
one of you
swim.
like it can move around.
It can pull itself. It just couldn't escape the room that it was in
It's true, it's true.
because of its
You
own
could
body
go
mass.
all out, just freeze the fucker with Kahil or something.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm actually just thinking of using Ice Storm. So it can't get,
send
like,
it, Jared.
away.
Just fucking do it. Just send it.
Ice Storm!
Okay.
I'm gonna center it so it can, hit, actually, the plant and the guy.
Yeah, you can do that, I'd say. So what type of save is this?
I just put it in the chat.
I don't see it.
Dexterity.
Dex save. For the plant itself, that is going to be 13 for the guy. That is a 12.
Yeah, my save is 17, so.
Okay, roll damage.
And that is 2d8s and 4d6s.
Damn. 2d8 bludgeoning and then it's cold.
Yep. So.
Okay. You all.
That was really
watch
shit, but now
as-
it's rough terrain.
Yeah, you all watch as Tenpenny just releases this icy storm over the two entities, and immediately see the plant, waiting for this to happen, reaches out and immediately 3 vines goes and grabs 3 individuals. It's going to grab the 3 main people who I was talking to, which is going to be Jet, Toto, and the only other person close enough is going to be Tenpenny.
Okay.
Is there any save on this, or?
No, it's just making an attack roll. So for Jet, that is going to be 25 to hit.
Actually, I would like to use my reaction to make it make it fucking re-roll that.
Okay.
Use fucking what's that shit called?
Silvery Barb.
Post it in the chat.
That is going to be 18.
18. Let's see.
You already used your reaction, buddy.
Yeah, no. Let me see what my AC is though when I'm not blade. I think it's 17. Yeah, 'cause I'd be dual wielding right
Wait.
now, but yeah, 17. It still
17.
hits me.
Okay.
I am gonna give myself advantage though.
Then it's going to be Toto is nat 20. Hits.
I can't be crit. What's the number?
Oh,
Yep. It's a 27.
Yeah. All right.
And then 10 penny is also okay. It has advantage. Well, it doesn't have an advantage against 10 penny because 10 penny did expect something to happen because he attacked first. So that is only a 17 to hit.
Okay, I use my reaction to use shield.
Got it.
I use lucky.
Here's my dice. There they are.
I guess while this is happening, do I hear this commotion at all, Dustin?
Oh yeah.
Alright, I will start making my way over.
Yeah, you can see this happening.
Well, yeah, you're gonna hear it. I mean, I just
Yeah.
dropped fucking boulders on the guy.
9 slashing towards Jet Neptune. You are grappled and restrained. 9 slashing to Toto. You are grappled and restrained.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative, please.
Yeah.
Or do you mother... Bro, it's
Let's
kitty.
do.
Grazie.
I'm gonna use lucky on my initiative roll.
I think
Okay.
you can.
Can I actually do that? I
Yes.
actually don't know.
I believe you can.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck me. Yeah, because it counts as a fucking yo, baby! Fucking A, dude! Lucky again. I want to be able to fight. I want to be able to fight. Yo, no. We're doing lucky
You
again.
did cast a big
13! Oh my god, it's going up by 4s. I'm done. That's it. 13.
I love that. That's perfect.
It's
I would have laughed if you got that one again.
Every time Jared uses Lucky to get a better roll, it is always shit. It's almost like Lucky doesn't work for Jared.
No, it does work. No, I've had a lot better with lucky than anything. I love using lucky.
That's
So,
what it was.
this is what
Last
he looks
thing.
like.
Oh my god, we didn't think that thing was suspicious?
No, I did. That's why I left the room.
This is the plant we're fighting.
Like, yeah, I thought it was fucking suspicious. You all shouldn't let
It's gonna
Toto
take
do
your
nothing.
body. Oh, wonderful! I love that. That is a nat 20 on initiative.
Anybody wanna?
I use lucky, so you can't do that.
Shit?
Emperor Prize, it is your turn.
All right.
You watch as your ally attacks this plant. Also, I will say the podling is going to go on the same turn. Technically,
I'm
you
gonna
don't-
scream out also that
Right.
the guy's a podling.
You don't know what that
Well,
means.
I'll probably be positioned next to the podling.
Oh yeah.
And I'm pretty pissed that I don't get my fucking additional arms because I was really on a General Grievous vibe this morning. So, I am going to Great Weapon Master. And I'm actually going to just pop Frenzy Rage right now.
Oh.
And I'm going to fucking two-hand, like, on top of this guy's melon.
Okay.
So that's going to be 1,
Oh, not the melon.
That hits.
2.
I will say, just roll 1 attack first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to have a lot of health.
Yeah. You take your hammer two-handed and you smash into the wizard's head. And as you do so, your hammer goes through the man's head, and you look back to where he should be, and you kind of look confused, and you look at the ground as he is now a slurry, a little oozy little bit of plant on the ground.
Well, then I will close the distance and go for the plant next.
Okay.
All right. Then I got 1,
Hits.
2.
That
That
one
one's
misses.
not hit. All right, and then I got my. Wait. Do I have an additional bonus one now? 1 second. Oh wait, shouldn't I be doing all these with advantage anyways?
Why?
Because of
Why?
frenzied rage.
I don't think
Or
frenzied
reckless.
gives.
Because you-
If you go reckless, then yeah.
Yeah, I'll do reckless attack then.
Okay. Well, technically, it should just be a normal roll because you are grappled and restrained. So reckless would give
When
you
did I
these
get
norm-
grappled?
when he attacked you.
I wasn't one of the people that got attacked though. I thought.
You weren't one of the people that. Oh yeah, so you can get advantage.
Yeah, avant TJ, bitch.
Okay.
I'll
So,
just roll
Yeah,
an
just
additional
roll.
one.
Yeah, because I'm gonna take the nat
Yeah.
1 as. Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
He's
So-
white
All right,
cheddar
and then
corn
I'm
puffs.
going to action surge as well,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go for another round of reckless attacks. So
Damn,
this should be another 3. So
dude's a fucking unit.
I really just wanted a crit because then I can add extra damage onto it now that I'm 9th level barbarian. So I'm just trying to go ham.
I mean, you just kind of fuck him.
All right, so that's 60. That's 76, and then that's 80, 87 damage.
God.
So, you all watch and turn as Emperor Prize just leaps over the slurried form of the wizard, lands onto the front face of this entity, and single-handedly bashes into the plant so hard. You watch as this purple ichor acid just spills over the entire space. And by the time his turn is over, the initiative is over.
As I walk out of like the goo and all the ichor covering me, I just look at them and I point at them with my hammer, but like not in a threatening way, but more in like I'm addressing to the group, and I'm like, y'all remember the fucking hive, right? I am not doing that shit again. As I point to the fucking the plant matter that's all around us.
I walk into the room and I see King Prize covered in goo, and I'm like, I'll say, and that is why we don't fuck with things locked in rooms. As I stare at Toto.
It could have been good though. It could have been
It
good.
was not good.
No,
I'm
Toto,
surprised that
Toto,
it
smart
lasted
remark.
so
You would be
long.
like, and that's why we don't create monsters like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That creature was... Honestly, props on that creature for getting that far. The other party never even opened the fucking door.
Really?
The second they heard a voice in their minds, they're like, nope.
Yeah,
Well, I'm a voice in people's minds. I'm good.
bro.
I have a
like,
voice in my mind all the time.
From
Listen,
a
I was ready
giant,
to make
from
a
a
deal with the
giant
devil
plant.
for an extra set of
No.
arms. All right. I
He
wanted to
would
be
not have
robotic
gotten any.
Goro.
He would not have given you arms. He was just.
I know
straight
he
up
wouldn't, and that's
lying.
why I killed him. But I'm willing to make a deal, and if you're talking to me through the telepathy, I have a chance.
Yeah.
bro, like I have enough voices in my head talking. I don't need more.
So, this body taker has been killed in a single round of combat. God damn.
Well, since
We just wasted like an hour.
I know,
Yeah.
Talking
but
to
it was
this
fun.
guy.
It was fun. It was
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
fun.
Well, since we're ready to go, I guess really quick, can I check in the room that the thing was in? It's in at this point.
Yeah, you search the room. Make an
Yeah,
investigation
I'll just
check.
take a peek.
I'm gonna search
Why not?
search through the goo and see if I can find like a core or something.
Oh, can I find anything that like symbolizes this plant? I'd like to decorate.
Oh yeah, if you want, you can take anything you want from it. You can take some of the vinish, like rooty bits.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So,
I'll add
would
it
not
to
be
the
looking
addition
for
to my
this.
plume.
Ooh.
Jake would be Jake's asking, since apparently they got the story that the thing was fucking TP'd by the original wizard. I guess anything of the original wizard or the TP circle or something like that. Any magic, I guess, necessarily, or anything interesting of note.
Okay.
Information doesn't have to be a physical item.
Um. Hmm. Trying to find.
No way. I found his spell book. I can cast Gate now.
No, not at all. You find um
Shadow Rage Money Gang. We love using hammers.
Yeah, I was gonna say Shadow Barbarian game. We love smashing things.
Yeah.
that was literally like the eye
Oh
drain.
my god.
86 damage, one shot.
Hey guys, I just want to say it only took 2 years or a year, but I finally dug that circle hole.
What?
In the Minecraft server.
Oh,
Oh wait,
Let's fucking
wait,
go.
you're in the Minecraft server?
Yeah.
I dug that hole for you.
What? No, no, you did not.
Look at the bottom of it, dude. I dug out most of that hole.
That I was all the way at the top. What are you talking about? Get out of here, dude.
I dug around the amethyst that you found.
Yeah, I noticed
Those
that there
little
was
fucking
a chunk
amethyst
missing.
sensors went off, bro.
But then I had to fucking like slowly but get everything because of that. Because I was still digging down.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. I literally had to. I literally chose your spot to quarry out because I needed more stone. That's
These
why.
cobblestone generators are a fucking lie.
No, I needed deep slate, man. That's why I
Oh,
had
shit.
mined 61,000 deep slate in that game.
What about the deep state?
It's all
Deep
about-
slate's the shit that's below stone now.
Yeah,
Your
deep
boomer
slate
is showing.
is the best.
so what did I find?
Best item.
He finds
Um,
64.
Oh, can we take a short rest, by the way, before we go up to the next level?
If you'll want to.
Yeah, I was gonna say fuck the other rooms. Let's just go up.
You sure about that?
I am 100% about that.
Well, I mean, what? How many other rooms are there?
There's
Two
two
of
more, and I don't want to.
You find a bell branch.
Hush you.
You find this little silver implement shaped like a tree branch, strung with small golden bells.
Is that pretty much it?
Yes.
I will say during the short rest, I will ritual cast identify with the pearl to identify the branch.
Okay. The branch has 3 charges. You can look it up on D&D Beyond. It's called the Bell Branch. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 charge to detect the presence of aberrations, celestials, constructs, elementals, fays, fiend, or undead within 60 feet. And you can also cast Protection from Good and Evil on it. Through it.
Detection from good and evil.
Good protection from good and evil. Yes.
Oh, that's actually super good, especially if we might be going to hell soon.
Yeah, it's a nice little item.
Turning him into a paladin?
Other than that, it seems a lot of the room has been engulfed by liquid. Anything that was in here has been
Singed.
essentially covered in acid and dissolved.
I'm sorry, what was it called again?
A bell branch. Bell. Yeah. Requires attunement by a druid or warlock.
Nice. Oh, a druid or warlock? I was gonna say I was actually just gonna. I was literally gonna toss it to fucking King Prize because he killed the creature. But if it could only be, if only I could.
Yeah.
If only I can use it, I might as well.
Nah, you guys already see me like grafting the vines to my helmet to make it look almost like a predator type thing.
Like a ghillie suit.
Well, like you know how like the predator's helmet has like dreads?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing with the vines right now.
Them dudes looking like a bug plant thing.
So, you all make it back to the main room. There's still 2 rooms on this floor not yet discovered. The north side is the city defenses. The south is the aviary. Which one do you want to go to? Or do you wish to go up a floor?
Personally, I think we should just go up. It seems like most of these rooms are bad juju. I think we should stick with the quest at hand and go upwards.
I mean, not all of them have fights.
Can
You chose.
can we quickly check
Yeah, we don't know that though.
Which one do you want to quickly check?
the other 2?
Which one do you want to open first?
What are the options?
North is the city defenses. South is the aviary.
I'll go to the aviary.
Aviary sounds cool.
You open the door. Through it is a small hallway about 10 feet long, opening up to a massive spiral staircase.
Right? Should we
Okay.
split up the party just to search 2 rooms really quick, or are we just gonna have to like individually do these rooms?
Up to you.
I'm down to split the party.
I'm down to split the party. Was it Toto and Nate are going to the aviary? Does anyone else want to join them?
Me and you. Let's go check the
I can
aviary.
go with whoever. I don't care.
Because I'll head to the city defenses or whatever. Whatever.
Hello? Okay, so I say me, Toto, and Sir Viz will go check the aviary. The rest of the party go check the defenses.
Is
See
Sir
if we
Viz
can find
still
any
around?
guns.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing anything. You guys, like, these are fairly weak monsters. They're a hassle to deal with, but like,
Yeah, that's kind of why I also didn't want to. I just didn't feel like waiting around for an hour just fighting really simple creatures.
Yeah.
That's all.
there's stuff to
Well,
find.
from now on, let's shoot
Personally,
first and ask questions later.
I mean,
We got lied to by simple creatures too.
all right, yeah, we'll do that. 3 of us go to the city defenses, the other 3 go to the aviary.
Yeah, we'll do that. Me, Toto, and Viz versus
Well,
Tin.
Ooh, splitting the party.
Guys.
so
Johannes,
you,
yeah.
Toto, and Viz begin
Yes.
to go through the aviary. You head to this massive spiral staircase and begin to ascend it. By the time you get to the top, your legs are stiff as you walk 100 feet straight up through this spiral staircase
Jesus.
to a large magical aviary that contains a single gate that shows what seems to be a simple jungle scene. The space that can be seen is about 50-foot diameter dome that reaches up 50 feet. Next to the gate is a single large basketball-sized dial that shows 5 different strange runes. These ones
Basketballs are canonical.
do any of you speak giant?
I might
Skiffle.
actually.
Does.
I know
Skiffle did.
I don't
Um,
know what this speaks. I don't think so. I don't think I do. I'm currently
Hmm.
also walking.
I speak giant.
Are
You're
you
not
there?
You're
No.
not
I don't
with-
know. Am I? Someone should
No,
have
you're
dragged
not.
me.
You're with me and Q.
Okay, then I'm not with you.
We
Um,
split the party.
Is there any way I can
That's-
do an intelligence check to try to figure out what they might be, or like get like a general gist?
They seem to be giant-like runes.
Like not a perfect translation.
Yeah, you can't
Okay.
tell. If you don't know the language, you don't know what they are. They just seem to be different
Write them
runes.
down and ask.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Actually,
Does Toto recognize any
Toto,
of them
make-
from his?
Oh yeah, Toto would recognize it actually.
Tell us.
just make a intelligence check, Toto.
Straight intelligence.
How's your intel, Toto? Is it good?
Sixer.
A 6er?
What'd you get?
Actually,
Ooh, that's not
actually
good.
it should have been a history check.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Yes.
recognize a few of them. They seem to be symbols for the giants themselves. Probably the main elements. You cannot tell which is which, though. You don't remember the difference between Uvar and Sky or Ild and Ice. Or Icy. Or
Wait,
Ice.
wouldn't he
Wait,
know
Ild
if it was
Strike?
Kalos? Wasn't he in
You
Kalos
probably
and, like,
recognize Ild for Ild Strike.
I don't remember what Ild Strike was, but I remember
that
Ild
was the
Strike being
shield,
a
I
thing.
think, or like the rune on
Yeah.
that gave you the shield.
was-
So technically there is Uvar, Fel, Sky, Ild, and Ice.
I remember Ild.
Ice
Wind.
is Ise, Ild is Ild, Sky is Skye, Fjell is Fel, and then Uvar is Uvar.
Okay. I tell him this is giant language.
Say,
Um,
oh, can you read it?
Hell no.
I say, oh, you're useless. Only English, he can read giant.
Looking into the chamber, currently is it seems to be on it's currently on the jungle. It is currently on the sky room. You see a jungle environment with many
Oh my
bright and colorful birds spread around the space. You hear many different strange sounds echoing from some of these very bright, colorful beasts off in the trees. And then you hear a strange one.
No,
You watch as one of the birds kind of flies over towards the main gate that would enter into this chamber. And you see it perches on a branch, kind of looking down at you, and just growls out at you. You just hear like a strange, otherworldly growl which you've never heard before in your lives.
interesting.
Interesting.
I look at Biz and I say, "What do you think we should do?" Or what do you think that was?
Yeah, Vince, what do you think that was, bro?
Yeah, Biz.
Viz looks concerned. That is not a panther. I don't know what that is. It reminds me of something.
Oh. Is it what I think it is?
If any of you wish to make it an intelligence check, you can.
Yeah, I'll do one. I'll do one here. 1 second. I'm on my sources.
I'll hit one too.
Is it the thumb shaker by chance?
Oh my god, Jake. You and your thug shake.
I'm sorry, it's as fuck.
You said straight.
Oh god, it is the Thud Shaker.
It's a thug shaker.
See?
All right.
Thud Shaker.
Thug shaker. Bro got the rum shaker.
With both of those intelligence, it does.
Wait,
it does.
it didn't roll me, did it?
You rolled investigation.
I didn't roll anything yet.
Oh no! Sorry. That's. I'm just looking
No,
way
I'm
up.
trying to-
I don't know
I'm
why I
just
thought you
looking
were Jake's character.
No,
You're
it's all good. Here, let me.
Toto,
Let me click intelligence.
Yeah.
with your intelligence, it does sound familiar. That's.
I don't know what I rolled.
It's nice.
What did I get?
Nice.
You got the funny roll.
Funny roll.
I got what?
Position 6.
It said error parsing roll starting near position 6-9 encountered unexpected.
Oh, nice.
input.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a d20 and add 5 to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Nope.
You don't recognize it as much as Toto does, because you've been with your group longer and have noted when the party has turned into dinosaurs before. The growl is strangely reminiscent of a dinosaur's. Make a perception check, Toto.
What the fuck?
Hold on,
We got
what do you think?
dinosaurs out here now? Are we in
If I
JoJo's?
If I see it, then can I turn people into flying dinosaurs?
Bro, it's like Jurassic Park 3 when the fucking pterodactyl fucking bird cage.
You
know
look
what I'm
into the
saying?
space,
They're like walking.
Scooby Doo in cyberspace.
and you swear,
Bro.
I love that movie.
as you look into the space, you kind of take a breath, and just stare forward as you see a pretty tall, about 6 foot, feathered, toothed maw, kind of peeking out of some of the bushes, as you recognize a creature of the past. As you see a Dionysus.
A Dionysus.
It's a type of- it's a
Dionysus.
type of mini
You
pterodactyl.
getting some wine?
It's not. It is essentially a velociraptor.
Oh, fuck. What
The
am I thinking of?
Dino-Nychus. If you look up the images, it is essentially a feathered
Mini.
raptor, essentially.
Interesting. Do I see this, or does Toto? Do you point
Toto's
this
the
out?
only one, and he sees 2 of them quietly just essentially hidden in the very space around you. Like, if you just looking out towards you within the jungle scene before you. And they're just standing there, silently, patiently, waiting. Ready for
Yep,
you to...
there are 2 feathered bipedal creatures. That look
Toto is
predatory.
bipedal. That sounds like something I know.
And they just stare at you.
I believe we are being hunted, my friend.
Clever girl.
I
Man, I
say-
wish it went to you guys, man, because Predator in the Jungle would have been wild.
Oh,
What do you think?
well, I think we can win, but
Also, you guys are not even in the chamber. Like, you can walk and open the gate and get in, but you're kind of like looking through an observatory kind of window. You're just looking at this situation. The fact that you've noticed them is impressive.
I think our friend at the Wendigo would like their beaks, honestly.
I don't know who that is, but sure.
Oh, yeah, he's never met him before. That's
No,
right.
I'll give him a
Where is
soft
it?
pat on the back. Apologies.
You'll know in time.
Do I remind you of someone you know?
Almost.
Okay. So as you're looking at this situation, we cut to the other group.
Ew.
I'll be back.
As the other group, Tenpenny, Johannes, and King Prize, or Emperor Prize, I should say, open the door to the next chamber. The space is covered. It's a 20-foot chamber filled with thousands of papers that over the years have covered the floors and the many, many desks within the chamber. Some of them stack some 10 feet high within the room. Others are single sheets that have found their way into the center. You see in the center of the room are 2 destroyed armor pieces, similar to that of the animated armors that you found in the space below, but different, stronger looking, and more heavily armed. But they are
Like
seemingly have been beaten.
Like the armor.
They're armor, yeah. They're not warforged.
Oh,
Um,
it was like the armor warforged.
But they have been killed. Their pieces are scattered about the floor here, and there are signs of some sort of combat. There's a loud sound throughout the chamber, as the main thing you do notice is there are 2 rows of desks, each one containing what looks to be 15 minor robotic secretaries. Each one sits at a desk and has papers delivered to them from various chutes from the ceiling and the walls. Each one then goes through the documents, signs them, and puts them into piles, which stack up some 10 feet high and then slowly begin to tip over and collapse, sending papers spiraling and flying throughout the chamber.
Can we discern?
There is a.
You said there's 2 rows. Can we discern like another, like kind of, how do I describe it? Like another separate room for like a head honcho type of thing.
There
like,
is at the
like
far
overseer.
So, just across the 20-foot chamber from you is a singular door that is partially cracked open. And as you see all these little robotic sentries, they're small creatures. They're very poorly made. Each one carries a single writing quill. They have no real head. They're just mainly metal, leading up to what looks to be a cross beam with 2 kind of little
like the
circles
guide,
on them.
essentially?
Hmm?
Do they kind of look like the guide essentially, like in terms of size and mannerisms and shit?
They are the same size as the
But
guide, but they are very basic. The guide kind of had a holographic kind of middle section, like a middle body. These are just robotic exoskeletons, essentially. You can see where their like
Got it.
vision would be, as these like small little cylindrical eyepieces, but they're kind of hung by nothing. They're kind of just like these just poor metal secretaries. And you see each one kind of like looks up towards the door. Their heads kind of creak slightly, and then they still begin to sign the papers, but they're just kind of watching you.
I'll look at King Prize and I'll say, it looks like your cousins are still hard at work. Perhaps we should go check out the overseer's office. Probably there's something useful there.
I look at you and I say, it does look like an open door policy. And I start walking towards it.
Yeah.
Okay. Heading over there, each of the
Do I, like,
robotic entities, as you begin passing them, they stop moving. They stop writing, and they just begin to watch you. You hear the soft metallic swing of each head matching you as you walk past and watching you move through the entirety of the chamber. It is a slightly eerie sensation.
Do you? I'll ask King Prize. Do you know, perhaps, why they're doing this?
Nope.
I mean,
But, and I like look to the room as like they're turning their heads. Shouldn't they be getting back to work?
Make an intimidation check.
oh, they have like a sentience or something. That's weird.
Ooh, I got +5 to that.
That's really.
Oh, sorry. Did not mean to do that with advantage.
Oh, 7.
Well,
I'd say you would probably have advantage, actually.
oh, okay.
That you watch as you do
Robot.
say that, all the heads turn back to their papers and begin to complete their documents, and you see they stack them on. One large section of papers slides out in front of you, almost hitting you dead on, as the little robot then starts a new stack on where the papers left off. This room is covered.
Jeez. It's one big fire hazard.
Mm-hmm. And you make it to the door.
I'll look at. I'll say, keep the fire low, guys, as I like notion to your hammer and like
Yeah.
fireball.
You reach the door and push it open. We cut back to the aviary.
Ooh, the
Oh.
cliffhanger ending. I like
Yum.
this.
I
Dustin
like
knows
the
how to
concept, like,
transition.
cutting.
So, Jet, Toto, and Cervez look out towards the current field of the aviary set to the sky room. Jet,
All right.
what do you want to do? Do you want to go in or just Watch.
Let's go in.
Well,
Let's do it.
is there anything in there that you think would be worthwhile us going in?
Currently, don't
The
see anything.
experience.
I look at Viz and I look at Toto and I say, "What do you guys think?"
I mean, it. These are rare creatures. If these are really dinosaurs, there's probably some of the last ones left.
They're probably safest where they are.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't kill them. We should probably leave them alive.
I would think
I don't want
so.
to get. I'm not really into the whole terminating a race of creature. It doesn't really jive with Jet too much.
Plus, they kind of seem intimidating.
Yeah, but let's just keep moving.
So, do you wish to change any of the runes?
I mean,
What do you think? And I look over at Toto.
change the rims.
Yeah, it's a dial. It's so you can, if you wished, you could change the dial because it's currently set on sky.
Like,
What are we? Oh, that's right. Yeah, let's keep changing it up. Look around. Switch it up.
Oh, it should be Uvar, not Uva. All right, cut off. Which one do you want to change it to?
Let's just turn it clockwise.
Okay, that would change it to Fell.
Okay.
As the dial switches, you watch as the scene shifts and change, almost rotates in front of your view. The new scene is a large mountainside with a large single bird nest. You can see a family of eagles flies from what looks to be a small mountain pond just a couple feet away with what looks to be a fresh batch of salmon and drops it into the nest itself. Watches the large eagle lands and begins to feast. Just seems to be a family of eagles.
All right, let's rotate it again.
Okay. I will say, make a perception check before you switch it.
Okay. Hitting that Persepi. 16ers.
16. You do spot what looks to be some semblance of a corpse. Long since decayed within the scene here. And seems to be wearing wizard robes that seem slightly familiar.
Ooh, I'm curious what's on that body.
I'm kind of creeping on that body too, bro. Let's go get it.
Go get it.
Yup.
All right, let's go get it.
I'm gonna teleport in and grab the body and then teleport out with the body.
Easy enough. I was going to have you make an athletics check because of the rough terrain here, but you're easily able to do it.
I drop him to our feet. Let us pillage.
I want to check. I want to search the body.
Yeah, make an investigation, please.
All right, will do. Luckily, I'm pretty good at that. Knock on wood. Toto, you want to help me do the help action with me?
Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, we'll do the help action with you. Actually, what's your plus? Is it 8 or higher?
25.
10. Jesus Christ.
I have very good intelligence.
Okay. Let's see. Roll a D100 for me,
Ka-chow.
please.
All right, E100 coming right up. 9. What a wild number. 99999.
Calm down, Yeezy.
You see
This individual has an amulet of the
Bro,
drunkard on them.
Why?
Amulet of the drunkard.
Oh! Bro!
What does that do?
It smells of old, ale-stained wood. While wearing it, I'm assuming. Do you have identify?
No.
I do.
I do.
But again, we're not with
You,
each other.
you can make an Arcana check.
Yeah, I'll do Arcana check. You want to help me with that as well, Connor?
Yeah.
Our combined minds should be able to figure this out.
We're sending the brave waves into the item so we can know what it is. Wah, wah, wah.
That's 20,
Um,
30, baby.
Damn.
I think
While
Mind
so this
freak.
is an uncommon item. You don't have to attune to it. When you were wearing it, you regain 44 plus 4 hit points when you drink a pint of ale, beer, mead, or wine. You can only do it once per day.
Yo, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I look over at Odo and I say, I think this fits your style.
Do I need to attune to it?
Nope, no attunement. It's
Alright, my
amulet
friend.
of the drunkard.
I will equip it.
4 plus 4 HP when you drink. What was it? You said it was
Ale,
Beer equals-
beer, mead, or wine.
once per day. So basically, you can drink alcohol and heal with it. Basically, you turn
Mhm.
any alcohol.
It has to be a pint of it,
Fine, that's how much it was. Okay, so here you go. I give it to
and it will make you drunk.
Toto, and I say, I think this fits your style, my friend.
Fantastic. Thank you, my friend.
Do you wish to switch it again?
Yeah,
course.
Do you switch it to clockwise again?
Yeah, sure.
Switching to the Uvar room, you find this room is a seaside cliff, racked by loud, galling winds, and the cause of many gulls trying to survive a rainy storm. They call loudly, filling the room with just this horrid sound. And then you hear a loud screech, bellows them all silent, as perched at the top of the cliff, that from where you can see, at the very top of it, is the biggest bird you've ever seen in your lives. I believe you may have seen this before, technically. As you see a large Quetzalcoatlus.
Really?
Yeah.
Quetzalcoatl. Oh, yeah.
Quetzalcoatlus.
I don't think we have seen one of those, actually. I might have as a skeleton, but I don't think we've seen it in the world.
But this is a huge dinosaur. Its wingspan is massive, and you can see it's just perched on the top of this cliff. You see its large beak extended open as it's silenced all the gulls. And then you see it lays its head back down, trying to avoid the worst of this storm. You can see, kind of perched next to it, what looks to be a body of another one of these wizards.
You snag that bitch.
You gonna teleport in?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
As you teleport in, you immediately see the eye of the Quetzalcoatlus open towards you as you pick up the body, and you see the large beak, longer than your entire body, just turns towards you. And
I'm
you
gonna
see,
flip it off as I teleport out.
okay. You see, as you teleport out, it does take you an action to do that, right?
Bonus action.
A bonus action, but it would take you a whole turn to get your bonus action back, correct?
If I wanted to do it smartly, what I would do is I'd put an anchor down and then Well, how far away from the glass am I? Like, how far am I from where we usually were?
Probably like you're next to the glass. You're like 5 feet from it.
Oh, then I would just use there and back again with my nomadic step,
Okay.
which is a bonus action, teleport 20 feet unoccupied space, and then at the end of your turn, I can teleport
You would
back
have to
where I
teleport
want.
more than 20 feet.
And then I can move half my speed.
Okay. That would get you up part of the cliff. I would need an athletics check for you to climb the rest of it.
Okay.
Okay.
I only meant to roll it once. 27.
Yeah. With a
Let's go.
27, you teleport up the side of the cliff and climb the majority of the cliff. Pull yourself up and are then next to the creature and grab the body.
Nice.
That's your turn, however, correct?
Yep, and then once I grab the body, I teleport back.
And that is a
Free action.
free
It just
action?
happens at the end of my turn.
Okay. Then it's not going to get an attack on you then.
Nice.
You shift back in your form and watch as the large Quetzalcoatlus just stands and gives up this loud bellowing call and then flies straight towards the glass.
Dial. Get the dial.
Who do you got the dial? Who does it?
Flip it.
I
Okay.
will.
Okay. You switch it? You switching it randomly or going clockwise?
Clockwise, the second Connor gets back in.
Okay, clockwise second Connor gets back in. Roll me a d20.
All right.
He closes it on
You
the
do it too
glass.
early. Connor's gone forever.
Connor's stuck in the fucking Jurassic Park 3 fucking bird
7.
cage.
As Connor teleports back in, you go to turn it. As you grab the dial and begin the twisting of it, you see the bird lands on the glass. You hear this loud dong as it just radiates and shakes in front of you as the huge bird attempts to just peck you through the glass. It can't hit you, but it does give you a shock as it does reach the glass. And then the scene shifts as it switches to the ice rune.
Nice. Let's loot the body.
Make an investigation check, please.
I will help Arbor again. Nate.
You're gonna what? Oh, you're gonna help me?
Yep.
All right. Let me hit the button. I'm waiting for my screen to load. Okay. Investigation.
Yeah.
22.
22. Roll a d100.
D100 is a rolling 43.
Okay, that will be. So let's go there. Oh, you find this individual had a cap of water breathing. It does not
I
require
have an
attunement
idea.
and creates an air bubble around your head when you use it.
I will take this one.
Excellent. I can burn that in water anyway.
I cannot.
You
Connor, I
feel
just want to fucking make out with you so goddamn bad.
as you
Hold up,
two
boy.
are currently searching the body, you feel the sense of being watched. And you turn just slightly enough to see what looks to be 100 bodies currently pressed up against the glass, watching you search the body.
100 humans?
You did not look to see what was in the room before you checked what was in the ice room. And as you turn to face whatever creature was in the ice rune, we switch back as the door pushes open within
Oh shit!
the city defenses.
It's like fucking. Holy fuck! It's like fucking Dawn of the Dead or something, where they're looking through the glass and there's like a fucking swarm of zombies outside in the street, just staring at the party or staring at the guys in the room. It's so fucking freaky. That's yikes.
You open the door and find a lovely office. The back room is 20 by 20 feet. Well-made office with bookcases that line the side walls, with a large floor-to-ceiling window at the back of the room that looks out hundreds of feet upwards. Strangely, it shouldn't really be that high. In fact, you never saw any windows on the edges of the tower, yet here one is, fully looking out over the entirety of the city, specifically the north side. There you can see the great many features, different castles and defensive places of the city, and the mountains to the far north, covered in ice at the tops, and a deep, deep, dark, rocky earth near the base. The room is empty. There are a large center of paintings and photographs designed of what seems to be the mages of the city, the head of the order. You can see a gorgeous looking human man in his older years who
Is he more gorgeous than
seems
me?
to be wearing this beautiful, elegant outfit, um, depicting a wizard of his caliber, and you assume it to be Midas himself.
Ah, so I know what it is. I guess. Uh,
You also, I will say, see a few other individuals next to him. You can see another wizard dressed in slightly similar regalia, but clearly a step down, probably his apprentice of some type, who stands tall and proud. Um, Next to his apprentice, slightly lower as well, is the third individual, a familiar Warforged, one that you met in the city not too long
Wow.
ago. This
The
is
senior?
Sir Will,
Sure will.
the Warforged that you heard came from Midas itself. And you realize that this is probably his office.
Ooh, wait, the Warforged that's in fucking Lavland that also looks like King Prize?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
oh, wait, this is the robot's office?
Yes. This is, you presume, based on the evidence you can see in the room upon searching it, this is where he came from. This is where the other party awoke him.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I keep forgetting that the other party is canonically in our world.
Yeah.
I get it. Good thing they're separated by a continent right now. It's weird when they're not.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. But I guess you said like there's bookshelves and stuff. I guess is there anything like any books on the actual shelf?
Yeah, dozens of them. They seem to be locked in place.
And is there any like writing on the spine or anything?
They don't seem to have writing. They seem to be color coordinated, and they do seem to be in an order, but probably one that Sir Will in his previous life knew by heart as the essentially leader of the city's defenses.
Okay.
Do you wish to pull one out?
The way you fucking just said that. The way you just fucking said that. Do you wish to pull one out? Oh lord.
So I'm not gonna lie, I missed I had a work call. What's been going on? Because I'm very interested. I heard a bit where something about Midas, like you perceive this to be Midas. So what's happening real quick?
They enter.
What Midas looks like, and
Yeah.
we found out that the Warforged that looks like King Prize in Lavland that was already awoken. We found that Warforge's office, and we're like looking at it right now. And I was like, "Oh, look at the bookshelf," and he was like, "Oh, do you wish to pull a book?" And now I'm super fucking sketched out for the way he just said that. Fuck
okay.
it. Johannes will probably look at the books while the other guys
You're now
look
attuned
at
to that book.
I will begin to kind of like look at each individual book. Probably start from right and make my way to left, kind of like looking at the first couple of pages to get a gist on what each book is. The farthest one from the right, and I'll just make my way left.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. 16.
These
Keep
books
in mind if it's
seem to be color coordinated to be reports based on different years and situations.
reports?
This is the center of the city's defenses, and seem to be a catalog of situations, issues, and movement requests.
Um,
Pulling many of them out and reading through them, they are mundane and just are a history, essentially, of the movements of the city itself. Of
thinking that well, I won't interrupt you if there is more to tell.
yeah,
Real
of
quick.
the creatures that they faced. You get small reports of attacking wyverns on small flagships from the kingdom. Um, just a general history that is not really that interesting unless you cared to just know the movement and travel of the city and what it had to go through.
Okay. Now, if there's nothing else left, I guess since it's in a way I can discern how it's organized. Uh, can I read the very last log or the most recent one before the city fell, and try to see if there's any noteworthy information in that particular volume?
Make an investigation check.
25.
You find one that um, doesn't actually seem to be on the bookshelves. It seems to have fallen on the floor from when the city fell. Picking it up and skimming through it, it depicts the. I have to open up a new document. Hold up.
Oh, I found some hidden lore. The reason why I'm asking for this is for one, I'm a little curious, and two, if this is like, important information, perhaps I could donate it to the Ice Blades for a little tit for tat. You know what I'm saying? A little trade. This is valuable information.
Yeah. This book was written in the last year, um, of the city's surface. Um, Based on what you get, the city at this point had been hovering above Southron for close to the past 6 years. Sorry, it has been about 5 years since the month of Sept in 2654, all the way to when this was written, which is 2659, the month of Seb. Of Feb. Um, it depicts a vital time within the city of Midas. There are reports that the Empire of Dawn's war has been won, and they are unsure of whether or not they will be returning back to the homeland above Karrak. It shows that Ashin Demek, the apprentice to Midas Aurelius, has taken much of the correspondence met from Midas for his own personal, not gain, but like he has taken it upon himself to answer many of the correspondence, and is hosting all meetings that pertain to Midas. He has ordered the city to stay its current course and hover above Southron for the foreseeable future.
So, did they kind of go rogue or something? Like, not like against, but like decided to act independently from how the status quo was for how the islands or the things move.
It seems, based on what you can tell, Midas itself fled all the other sky cities about 5 years prior, and had stationed itself over this portion of Southron just as a precaution. It was an order under Midas some 5 years ago. There are a few other of the cities that have done the same. It does tell you that, but this one specifically went away from even the other ones. Every other sky city was hovering over De Cabal around this time. Midas was the only one over Suffren. The last reports that it gets are volatile. And specifically, it seems that the last reports written in this log show that this was written as this wave of magic failed and the city began to fall. The last words are haunting and dangerous.
What are they?
It just depicts a feeling of
Hopelessness and desperation and shit.
of the feeling that something is wrong with the magic. The city shudders. I feel light.
Okay.
And then
I
you would guess that the city fell, and Sir Will was not able to continue writing.
makes sense. All right, I will pocket that particular book.
Do you wish? I would say, yeah, works. If you wish, I can probably copy some of this information and give it to you. Some of this is public information. I will give
If you
you
want to send it.
essentially the information based on the past few years of the city of Midas hovering over this space. On the month of Sept 2654, after 25 long years, Midas Aurelius chose a
will say real
singular.
quick, I would like to hear more, but if you do have it, I can read it on my own time, so we don't bog up the other guys'.
Yeah, it's just this information is based in a journal that I gave the other party, so I would have to re-edit it to fit more of a information style thing, because it's kind of written in his perspective. 25 years after.
I mean, if there's nothing noteworthy that I can use immediately, I'm just gonna essentially use the book for kind of a good trade with the Ice Blade.
I'll just read it off. 2654, month of Seps. After 25 long years perfecting his skills, Ashin Demic became the apprentice to Archmage Midas Aurelius. The man Midas Aurelius is a legendary figure who brought to heal the city of Cryptic Might and slew the Zuzan twins. Out of dozens of apprentices working within the Tower of Midas, he came to Valdahim to find his new apprentice in Ashin Demic, choosing a new individual instead of one of his own apprentices within his tower. 2657, cutting to many years later. The war has been going on for a long time. The fleet of Tempest, on its crusade against the Nerevarine, left the fleet of Lathander alone. When the beginning of the fighting began, Archmage Midas had been tempted to finish the mission that the other fleet had begun. As the Tempest fleet had to fly back to defend the Lathander fleet during the beginning of the Dawn War, Midas was tempted to finish and reclaim the Nerevarine Mountain to further his own ambitions, now that the war was abandoned and seemingly the mountain was as well. He was dissuaded from that path due to noting that the leader of the fleet of Midas was Karsus's chief lieutenant, and that would be a dangerous proposition to do so. It is said that Karsus was the one who truly desired the Neriverine mountain within the continent of Dekabal and the Grimolian mountain kingdom. Rivals of Midas have gathered off the coast there as well, seemingly depicting the other sky cities. And he chose to do his own research, similar to theirs, in the faraway continent of Suthran. In the month of Dese, in 2658, Midas moved the city far to the south, away from the rivals, War and Karsus. At this point, the city of Valdahim was fully destroyed, and Ashin Demek was very saddened to have this information given to him, as it was his home. Ever since the Archmages met with Karsus, Midas had been at the top of the tower working away. There have been rumors that Karsus had gone to ground. Those who do see him say he had become power hungry, trying to find some way to win the war. Then the next report is about a year later. A month later, 2659, where Ashin Demek reported overseeing a lot of Midas Aurelius's work and duties, and then the city fell soon after. Just a little bit of information. I will give it to you. I don't want to rewrite it, actually.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll read it when I get a chance.
Yeah, there is a nice little thing of notes. It is interesting somewhat. Cutting
right.
back
Well,
to
I will see.
yes.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, enough of my turn. I was gonna see if the other guys wanted to look at something.
Oh yeah. If any of you guys wish to look through the room, you can.
Because I just looked at a bookshelf. I didn't go through the drawers. I didn't look at the paintings. I didn't do anything.
Yeah. Q or 10?
I I'll let you go.
I guess with my shield ready, I'm gonna start peeking through the door, into the back
Oh, we're
room
already
and
in the
slowly push it open. Oh, we're already in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've,
I was looking through the books on a bookshelf. There's still.
Oh,
He described the whole room and everything.
okay.
This is Sir Wolfram, if you didn't know. From
Gotcha.
the guy that looked like you.
All right.
Yeah, this was his
There-
office here.
Here, I'll do an investigation to see if there's anything that sticks out to me, the docent, or the crown, basically.
Go ahead.
Anything that kind of just sticks out. That should have a 3 more, so 13.
Excuse me.
Unless you want to do it with advantage because I have the crown as well, but
You can do it with advantage.
all right,
So
do
roll
one more.
time.
All right, so 20.
20. Searching through the room, while Johannes is busy finding like the history of this room, you go through and attempt to find other layers of something that could be interesting to you. And one thing you find is talk of many of the other rooms within this facility. You discover that the third floor itself seems to exist on multiple different planes. That there are multiple different rooms connected to the same floor. It is strange, based on the way the tower is talked about, that you can kind of choose which room you wish to go to. There's the main floor that would take you to the next floor, the fourth floor, getting even higher in the tower. But side rooms to the third floor include the Witch's Hut, the Night Forge, the Pits, and a place called the Goblin Bathhouse.
What was that?
I don't even
Witch's
want to know.
Witch's Hut, Night Forge. Oh, word.
I think we're trying to get to the Witch's Hut specifically.
Yes.
Oh, but
I
I
think
gotta
that's
check
what
out
we're
the
looking
Night Forge.
Oh, yeah. Sure. As soon as Forge is in the name, King Prize is on it.
Yep.
The Goblin Bathhouse, I think you could probably skip. I assume it's probably a bathhouse for goblins.
You don't want to go to the Goblin Bathhouse? It's so good.
Bro.
I love the Goblin Bath.
Gotta have clean goblins. Goblin these nuts.
Oh!
All right.
Yeah, you keep up that goblin energy.
I share that information and I say, well, I don't know of any other particulars in this room, but I think we should go and report the rest of the party so that way we can move to advance to the next level.
Before we do that, 10, I don't have the capabilities of extending it, but perhaps should we cast a detect magic to make sure that there's nothing else being concealed from our view that we could benefit from? Or what is your opinion?
My docent can detect good and evil, but I can't detect magic myself.
Jared.
I can use detect magic. That's about it.
Well, that's what I'm asking. I'm asking, should we use detect magic, yes or no?
See if there's any magical properties. I mean, I can just to be on the safe
Anything
side.
hidden, anything invisible, you know?
Yeah, I don't believe there would be anything hidden, but yeah, we'll do it.
I'm just curious if you want.
Dusty, I'm gonna do that. And do you want me to make an investigation or anything?
I'm gonna say no. You don't need to. This room
All right.
is honestly, it doesn't have anything of worth anymore. The other party kind of got a lot of the
Rummaged through
worth.
it.
They've already been in this room.
Got it.
You do note that should the door be fully closed, and you were to attempt to enter this again, you would probably set off the defenses of the room.
The robots would have fucking attacked.
Yeah, you get the sense that there is a trap set upon the door, and that upon trying to open it, it would probably descend these high-level robots to assault you. It is
To their
good
death.
that the other party and Sir Will left the door open for you on the way out.
Alright, I was just curious if there was anything hidden behind a painting or something stupid. You never know.
Yeah, I would have hated to flex on another group of enemies.
I mean,
Let's,
if it's something that there's nothing magical behind the painting.
I know, I was just saying, like, in general, like, you know, it's like, oh, there's something glowing behind the painting. We should, like, look behind it, you know?
Yeah,
Like, there's always dumb shit like that. We don't know.
there's
That's
nothing
why I was
glowing
suggesting-
behind it.
I know.
There's nothing there.
I'm saying,
There's nothing there.
I'm saying it's good.
I'm saying there's nothing glowing behind it. Nothing magical.
is there anything with
Never-
Sir
never
Will's
mind,
name on
never
it?
mind.
Yeah. It's not his current name, Sir Will. It is his previous name. The designation given to him by Midas himself.
What is the item that has it on it?
It would just be a paper. What looks to be a paper within the desk.
All right, I'm gonna take that with me.
Okay. Yeah, it depicts his hiring essentially, and
Gotcha.
seems to be reading it. It's probably a code of some type to, like, him looking at it kind of resets him probably to his natural state of being what he is.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck. He basically found the fucking hard reset.
Essentially, like, you find like the fucking manual for Sir Will.
I'm curious if it might also work on other Warforged similar to King Prize.
As I say, now I gotta know if there's one for me.
It probably is.
Okay.
That's very odd. I'd be very cautious about that.
You all begin to exit out of this chamber, heading back to the main room, cutting back to the fellows in the aviary. You turn your
Yeah,
heads
thank you.
towards the hundreds of dark beasts staring towards you. And as you meet with their dark, empty eyes, you see a horde of strange black and white flightless birds in a strange icy glacial environment.
Penguins?
If you know what a penguin is, yes.
Bro, I don't know if I know what a penguin is, but
There
I
is
want one.
100 penguins within this chamber just staring through the
I
glass.
want them.
Mile
You
away.
see a
Just
few of them
mile
begin to
away.
just...
I'm taking one home.
You're not in the room!
I look over
I'm
at Toto.
in that room.
You see one kind of takes his head and points its little beak upwards and begins flapping his wings, and you just hear this horrid squealing sound. And you see the rest of them begin to do it as well. What are the three of you doing in this room?
I look over
You
at
guys
Toto.
know how much I've talked about these guys. You're bringing one back.
I look over at Toto and I say, "Do you have any idea what type of creature these beasts are?"
This deadly creature.
Disgusting black creature.
I specifically told
Yo.
Jet that if he ever sees a creature like this back in our hometown, that I need one.
Bro,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
I've
there's
ever heard of
penguins in
such
like the
creatures.
forest.
I don't know if Connor's here or not.
I read a lot of books, Jake. I know penguins. Trust me.
Give me your soul, evil one.
I look over at Connor and I say, "Do you have any idea what type of creature this is?"
It appears to be very demonic in nature.
Oh my god.
Evil to its very core. I can barely stand looking at it.
I look over at Viz and I say, "What about you? Any idea what type of creature this is?"
Are you joking? I grew up under
No.
a mountain. I have no idea.
Yeah, he's right.
They
Well,
look bird-like, but I don't dwell in the ice. And it seems to be their favorite terrain, I guess. 16? I mean, you're you're southerner. Like,
How am I? What? Since when am I a southerner?
you
Since there's no ice in the desert.
this is a strange animal. It's probably not a demon or infernal in any nature. It just looks like a flightless bird that probably dwells in the snow. Don't know what it is. They look kind of cute. Like, they're kind of chunky and a little thick. But,
I'm gonna have to go in.
Shaker, bro, the rum shaker birds.
okay, you walk in.
Yep. I'm gonna have to go in and investigate.
Okay,
yeah,
you
I
step
think we
in,
need to-
and immediately there's just 100 of them around you guys as you walk in.
Staring.
And you just hear this, like, loud screech as one of them just, like, lights up. And then kind of, like, pecks you a little bit with its beak and then rubs its head against your leg, Toto.
Toto's gonna start screaming in agony. Good fucking god, Jet, help me! I'll give him a little
We'll
pat
get,
on the penguin head.
I'm gonna
Um,
poke one with my finger.
and you just hear this, ah!
I'm gonna pick one up.
It begins flapping its wings, and they're kind of, like, aggressive and heavy.
I'm kind of fucking beefy and strong. I'm gonna
Oh,
carry
yeah.
him around while I go investigate this.
Should,
Yeah,
we
Picks
should
it
see
up,
the
like
body
flicks
of
it
my-
around, like, what are you?
it does not like being picked up. But you get the sense that this thing is all fat and feathers.
Oh.
Is it?
It
is
is-
it like an emperor penguin, like the really big boys, or is it like the very small ones?
Oh, it's a
I have a
mix.
best of 17.
Oh, it's a mix. Okay.
Yeah, there's a good amount of small ones, but a lot of them are like emperor penguins. Like, they're big as fuck.
Man, if Jared was there and he had Find Familiar, I'm pretty sure he could have made a penguin his familiar.
There's emperor penguins, and then there's like the spaghetti penguins.
Emperor penguins?
Emperor.
Y'all are gonna have to, like, polymorph me into one?
It's
That is
the there's definitely one that's like bigger than all the rest, and assuredly looks like the one that played by Robin Williams in Happy Foot.
Yeah,
Happy Feet.
that's what I was thinking of.
I feel like I'm being
You do see
messed with.
that there is a body currently dwelling within the back of the chamber.
I would like to grab said body.
Okay. And I'm assuming you take it out?
Yep.
Easy enough. It seems that
Get
these
the glass.
entities cannot bypass the glass. Only humans can.
Interesting.
If you wish to make an investigation check, you may on this body.
I will. Dusty, is there any way that like you can do it?
I can roll it. Give me...
I'm having issues.
I will help.
Yeah, Connor's gonna help me, so it's
I
already
figured.
set the title.
Yeah, it's already set on advantage. Yeah, that's enough. Connor, do you want to
You
roll
rolled
it?
14. Huh?
With advantage, it's 28.
I know.
Do you want to roll a d100 for me, Connor?
Of course.
Oh shit. There's a fucking bomb in his pocket.
74.
54. Burger King. Um. 57. Oh. You find a cleansing stone. Sphere
A
1 foot in
cleansing
diameter
stone.
engraved with mystic sigils. When touching the stone, you can use an action
Mystic,
to
you say?
activate it and remove dirt and grime from your garments on your person.
Doesn't King Price has that, right?
I believe
Or
so.
at least he has one.
You have a cleansing stone.
Yeah, you found another one.
Yeah,
Nice,
look at this Johannes. He's a little stinky.
nice pair of stones.
I like sneezed as he says that.
I'm gonna use it on the
Talking
penguin.
about me.
Yeah, you use it on the penguin. The second it hits the penguin, you watch as it puffs up, as if it has just been washed and cleaned and blow dried. You see all the little feathers are just like a puff, and it's just like thick now, like really, really.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Deadly beasts.
Truly a cuddly beast.
No, I said deadly.
Oh, I said cuddly. If you want to see what he looks like,
Yes, put him in the chat.
that's him.
Oh, I know what he
Whatever one.
Look at how puffy he is.
Yeah, that seems about right.
So, there's one more dial on the runic symbol. You're also holding a penguin. What do you wish to do?
Let's run it.
Okay. Walking out with him does work, by the way.
Oh,
You can take them out of the enclosure. They cannot willingly leave themselves.
very
We should
nice.
bring-
Grab a penguin now.
We should bring some.
Just gonna steal a couple.
We should grab
penguins.
more.
We should take these evil creatures back home.
We should
Oh,
bring
shit.
them to
Fucking
study.
penguins, guys.
They're demonic
You,
creatures.
you fucking put him there.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I know
you
I
brought
put
that
them
I wonder
there.
if these things are from our
Require
world.
research.
Listen, you could have taken the seagulls.
I would have tried to grab the seagull. Jake would.
Why the
Jake's
seagulls?
the only one that
Rats
would
with
trick
wings, bro. Penguins are lit.
I know.
Penguins
So,
are lit.
do you? How many of the penguins do you take with you?
One for
I think,
everyone?
like, I think at least like.
Can I put
two.
them in Bader's pocket?
They will die immediately.
Isn't that a portal to hell, bro?
You literally.
One of the layers. It could be the ice one. But that
Bro's
could
like,
knock over my
"Let's-
AirPods,
Bro's
and
like,
now I lost
"I'm
one of
gonna
the
send this
AirPods.
penguin to hell."
Okay. So how many do you grab?
2.
2? Gotcha. You take 2 penguins out of the exhibit, and you can just you set them down because you can't carry them the entire time, and they
I'll
just
throw a
begin
little,
to like,
a little bit of seed on the ground for him. A little bit of my rations.
oh, they go wild. Yeah, they're happy.
Nice.
You see the rest of the penguins just like currently standing at the glass, just watching this happen. and you see they like kind of raise their head, flap their wings, and then just they start roaring. It is a strange sight not knowing what a penguin is and seeing them. You have one last dial. Do you switch it?
Let's do it.
Switching the dial to the Isled Rune switches it to a desert environment. The sun is hot and baking the cracked ground around the space, and there is many small beasts here, clucking away. It takes you a second before you realize that they're not beasts at all. You see these creatures have wings, but they're folded up, creating almost a tear-like shape. Their mouths are razor-sharp teeth with extended tongues, no arms. They look like chickens, but abyssal.
Abyssal chickens.
Abyssal chickens.
Are any of them big enough to ride?
No.
God damn it.
They're about chicken size.
Have any of the animals that we have seen been big enough to ride?
What's a
Um,
throttle?
The Quetzalcoatl, for sure.
The Quetzalcoatl?
Yeah.
I might have to go back to that one. Because I do still need a mount. I have an ability that lets me like conform a mount to my infernal deeds and summon him.
That would be kind of cool. But how are you gonna get it out, or is it like a summon thing?
I can go in there and then I can tame him, and then I can make him infernal, and then I can put him in Vader's pocket.
How long would that take you?
About 8 hours.
Oh yikes!
Okay.
Don't think we got 8 hours.
We might.
Everybody can take
Well, I
a
mean,
long
we're gonna
rest while
go
he
up.
fucking goes and wrangles himself a fucking Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, you've seen the limits of the aviary. You've explored the northern reaches of the city's defenses. You all meet back up, and find your other troop carrying two flightless strange birds.
Do I know what it is?
Do I know what it is?
I'd say make a history check, both of you.
Johannes is technically from Earth, is he not?
Yeah, he has the best chance
I
of knowing what a penguin is.
Do I have advantage or no?
I know what it is!
I'd say no.
Nah, I know what it
For
is.
different reasons, both of you know what these creatures are. Johannes,
Why the
due to
fuck do you
his
have a penguin?
a previous memory of these creatures. But for Tenpenny, your affinity with ice and snow, you have knowledge of the southern reaches of this world. And you've heard of these creatures. They do dwell there.
These mighty beasts.
Yes, my favorite. It's the Panawaxagus. And they live very long lives. They're also very demonic beings.
I was getting confused. I'm like, how the fuck do you have a penguin?
But yes, where did you find this entity?
In the lower reaches of hell. The deepest, darkest layers.
They can only be found in the coldest parts of hell.
Wait. You went to hell and back in the span of 10 minutes for a penguin.
No,
So
these are.
all these demonic creatures.
You call these
Where else do you
Penguins.
get one?
Gwaine? Really an evil
Penguin.
name.
Yes, I see. Can I have that? can I have it, please, sir? Research purposes.
Familiar. Please make that shit your familiar.
I'm gonna go feed it the ice heart from the tree, and it's gonna turn into like a buff fucking penguin. I'm gonna train it to be like a buff penguin. It's gonna fight for me.
I'm gonna
It's gonna turn into a
fucking
feathered
enslave a
dragonborn. Like
torturer.
Sergio.
I'm giving it the ice stone to evolve it.
Oh my god.
Sure, I think it's an ice seed, but that'd be really funny if the penguin just grows.
Yes, this is what me and Dusty were talking about the whole time. This is plot, baby.
It'll literally be
When-
Sir
when-
Viz, but
when-
fucking blue.
Blue. Why are you blue?
Yeah, that's basically what I. Yeah.
I don't
that's
know
what
why
I
the
said
why are
before,
you
that's
blue got me so
pink.
much.
Why do you think?
Why are you blue?
You, Namekian, too strong. Why?
Oh, are they? They're the small little pudgy penguins, correct? Or are they the fucking emperor ones that they have?
Which one did you guys grab?
I grab one
One
of
of
each.
each.
We have a
Yeah.
giant fucking penguin and a small penguin.
I grabbed the small one. You grabbed the big one.
Yeah, they.
You know what? This
Does
is like
anyone-
a
does the-
legendary
does the
beast
docent
running
know
my
what it
family.
is?
Can I have it?
You know, if you want, since
Does
you
the
seem so
docent know what it
attached
is?
to it, I could
Okay.
send it back to our
Just
place.
docent.
No, Dosen has no
Fuck.
clue.
Since it seems like you're attached to it as to taking this penguin. If you wish, I could send it back home. I'd be wasting a high level spell, but if you really want the penguin,
Well, it's fine. I think we should take a rest before we go up to the next level, anyways. Seems like there's a lot more to explore up there, given that the third floor is on different planes.
it's only. Are you talking about a long rest or a short rest?
What would the party need?
I think I don't even think we could take a long rest. It's probably only been about like 2 or 3 hours or something.
So a short rest then?
I assume.
You wish to take a short
Well,
rest.
I would probably cast a spell before the short rest then, if that's the
Yeah, that's
case.
what I'm getting at.
What do y'all think?
What spell are you casting?
If Jared's not gonna try and make the bird his familiar right now, I could send the penguins home through the portal.
To your.
I
home,
want that
correct?
penguin as my familiar.
I mean, what other? I don't think we have another home on the top of my
Okay.
head.
When you first said that, I wasn't fully paying attention. I was trying to find the mage plant that he was talking about to see, like, just to refresh my mind on it, on what it can do. And when you said take it home, I immediately thought you were gonna send it to the Antarctic. That was my first thought. Was, oh, you're gonna send it down to the penguins. Just been surviving in like this small, like secluded chamber that feeds it and gives it everything it needs to survive. This penguin's going to fucking die.
I was gonna say yeah.
No, my people
I
have
can send them all
treat
to our place.
my
We can
people
have a
treat this
hunter.
thing like a god. We need it.
You know, technically, if they did take me
I'm
back,
back.
I could cast it like 2 or 3 more times, and we could have like 50 penguins back at our place. I'm not going to. I'll send these 2 back.
I mean, I can teleport. I think 5 or 6 people a mile at a time.
We're more than a mile from our house.
I know I can do multiple times.
Yeah, but I could just spend 1 spell, and we can get a whole bunch of them in like 6 seconds.
Let's do it and go back for that. What was that other huge creature? The quasi-coastal?
Quetzalcoatl?
Quetzalcoatlus.
How do
I think that's the
Alright.
name of an Aztec god. I'm just gonna call it a Quetzal.
Yeah. Is it a
That I cannot
quasi-colossus?
send back because it is a huge creature in the
It's
portal.
Quetzalcoatlus. Yeah, it is.
Quasi-colossus?
Just call it a Quetzal.
Yeah.
Oh, it fucking fly. Oh, bro, this thing. Yeah, yeah. You know how sick it would be to have that as a mount?
I assume very sick.
Dustin, I'm speaking to you man to man. What are the odds of me having that as my mount?
If you can tame it somehow.
Okay. Okay.
The keyword somehow.
Jet, I have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta put me back in.
So which one?
Take us back to the fucking dinosaurs, bro.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna tame that giant fucking flying beast. I'm gonna come out with it.
Hey
Wait,
man.
what beast?
The quasi-coral.
Do I know what I assume I know what a quasi-quotal is.
It's like a pterodactyl.
No, I'm in character.
In character, yeah, you've
Would I know?
probably heard of it. It is the largest dinosaur to ever live. It is the largest winged dinosaur.
Hmm.
He's the biggest bird.
I'm the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, do we want to really spend 8 hours waiting for Connor to try and attempt to
You
cancel?
guys can move on without me.
We can't. It's a one-way
This
trip.
will be
We
my
can go up.
in between sessions.
We can't go back down once we go up.
Yeah.
Wow, what is this, like the abyss, bro?
I
I
mean,
will
that's
say,
just the law of the tower.
make an Arcana check, Jet.
I mean, I
Alright.
still think it's cool that if Connor does get this Quetzal, all I'm saying is that we just want to spend here 8 hours because we can't come back down once we go up. That's the only thing. Or else
Is
I'd
this
say, like,
the-
okay, yeah, we'll go up while you tame the thing. I don't really
Is it
care.
just a standard Arcana
Yeah, I'll just
check?
come up after
Yeah,
that
standard
thing.
Arcana.
Shit, I might throw it in. 17.
17. You can return to this floor. You cannot get to the bottom of the tower.
We can come back here later then.
You technically do not have the key to the first floor.
Huh.
Thus, you're kind of stuck.
Unless we just keep you home.
We do have the key to the second floor, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can go from floor to floor now because we have that key. All right, well then, yeah, I'll agree with Jet. We can come back for it when we're done with our main quest and we have time to spare.
But
So, are you sending the
I
birds
mean,
home?
fuck, I'll give you the food.
yeah, so yeah, we'll
The
send the
penguins-
birds home.
Yeah, I'll send the birds home.
We'll come back for them.
Okay. So, Jake, you teleport the birds home?
I will teleport the penguins home.
Okay.
I actually, do I have a piece of? I assume I have a piece of parchment or something. I'll like rip a page out of my book or something, and I'll like write on the thing saying, fuck, what do I want to write?
You right fuck. Got it.
Please take. I'll write. Please take care of me, love penguin, and I will like tie it to like the neck of like the emperor penguin,
Okay.
and then I'll just send them through.
The spell you use, you cast Teleportation Circle.
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you set the penguins within the center of the circle and finish the casting of it, as you're all preparing for the short rest, the circle is complete. You watch it flash into existence as you throw the penguins on to ensure that they don't just wander away and are actually going to go through the portal. As the one small one is sent through, you watch as he vanishes into a puff of smoke, and as the large one is thrown by Toto, you all watch as it flies through midair. It rips off the note and tears it in its beak, and then goes through the portal.
No.
What note?
Jake's
I
note.
wrote a note saying please. I said please take care of me, love penguin. That I
Watch
like wrote it on
the circle
or like wrote it.
vanishes. The two penguins are gone.
Oh, they're fine.
Now loose
No, there's no
in
problem.
your
The two
humble
penguin
home.
corpses. The grung are gonna kill him, bro.
The grung are gonna kill the fucking penguin.
Bro, I will be so sad. It's
That'd be
okay.
so
I think Skiffle will fucking like be like, oh, I know this too.
So, you all take a short rest,
The
dwelling
grung
over the
killed
thoughts
penguin.
dwelling over the thoughts of what would happen to the penguins
I'm sorry.
and how will the grunting react to these strange
Demonic
birds.
creatures.
Demonic creatures.
Demonic, dark-eyed, voidless creatures.
Entities.
These empty creatures. And you start to get a little worried,
Ooh, evil.
but you continue your long rest. And I'm assuming you attempt to use the Fogar key.
Bless you.
So, do you do that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I suppose.
Jet, as you step into the teleportation circle in the center of the room, the elevator essentially, you, holding the key, begin to focus and suddenly see a holographic image begins to appear, showing you the potential rooms you have access to. You can see multiple different floors ahead of you. Well, multiple different rooms, I should say, ahead of you. There's a center space called the Viral Room. And then there are side chambers that include the Witch's Hut, the Night Forge, the Pits, and the Goblin Bathhouse. Each one of which you can explore at your own leisure.
I think we should probably just get this main thing out of the way. Let's do the witch's hut, and then the rooms ain't going anywhere. We could take our time exploring the other rooms. What say y'all?
Sounds good.
I think this could be a good place to wrap up the session too.
Oh, it will be, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I assume.
So, you choose the Witch's Hut?
Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you select that portion, you all feel this sudden cold energy seeping your skin, and you feel your insides pulled and extended. You feel this force jutting you forward, and your eyes open. You hear a soft sound of crickets in the night air. You hear the hooting of an owl somewhere in the distance, and the soft movement of low water. You are in a mangrove swamp of some sort. The ground is sticky, tar-like, and muddy around you. You hear a splash from behind you and turn and see a large set of gator eyes swims away from your position, deeper into the swamp. The room is fairly small. It is similar to the other rooms. It is dome-like in its appearance, extending at most almost 300 feet by 300 feet. It is hard to grasp where exactly certain things are based on your current location, but what you do know is that there is a rumbling sound as you all turn towards the center of this bog and watch as this rumbling sound is shown. You see hands made of strange bits of wood and twig and branches extend, almost like arms of some sort, pushing away bushes and trees. You see the legs themselves are almost chicken-like in nature. Claws that dig deep into the bark of the deep into the mud and deep saturated terrain. You can see brush and old foliage dots the top of the space, and the soft light shows itself from a window as you see a house walking through this bog. You see the open lighted window turns towards your position, and the house settles, gets low to the ground, shifts one more time, and you see a front door. The front door opens wide and begins to hit the wood of the house. You see a soft light spills forth from this once walking home. And you all hear in your minds a voice beginning to speak to you.
Not another one.
Not another one.
There's so many in there already.
Come, come. Newcomers?
Nah, fuck that, bro. Know you.
Come
think I know why they
enter
call it the
my
Witch's Hut now.
hut.
I cast Fireball.
Let us talk. Don't
Alright,
go
let's get
first.
this one. Let's get this one over with quickly. Use telepathy or the mind reading one.
And as you all
Mind, I cast
stare
mind freak.
towards this now sitting hut and hear the voice creeping throughout the space, I'm gonna end the session there tonight.
I use Eagle Whip.
Yeah.
Nice little bit of exploration, some fights, some items,
Some RP. Very nice session.
and a nice little witch's hut.
Spent an hour talking to a fucking plant.
I did not
I do it
expect
again
it.
too.
You got, I mean, you did it. I couldn't do anything about it. I tried to give you the hints that this was not a good plant. From the get-go, it was creepy as shit.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of creepy things in this one. We're
Yeah.
probably pretty creepy.
Penguins are creepy if you don't know what they are.
Penguins are very
yeah,
creepy.
I mean,
They are.
I do love
You
penguins.
did say 100 bodies cover the window.
Yeah, 100 dark,
You did.
100 dark
You did.
bodies cover the window. You didn't know what they were.
Yeah.
Just off of your like side
I thought
eye,
they were
it would be
zombies.
creepy as shit. Yeah.
Imagine just introducing a bunch of penguins to the missile guidance system because you don't know what the fuck they are.
The penguins actually have artillery on their back.
The missile knows where it is.
Yep.
Because it knows.
The Eldritch Blast knows where it is, and therefore it can arrive at a place where it wasn't. By taking where it is from where it isn't, it can arrive at a place where it needs to be.
By drinking femboy milk.
Go on, continue.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I want to know where we're going, bro.
Yeah,
Where's the femboy milk taking us?
I want to know the comparison between what Q said and you're saying.
Yeah.
It's a niche meme that I think Dustin sent me.
It is a niche meme, and I will find it and send it to the boys.
But yeah, no, fuck that penguin that ripped my note, bro. I knew penguins are bastards.
So yeah,
I
I'm
had to.
I'm having a penguin familiar. It's happening.
I think you. I mean, yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
You could have made one of those ones you're familiar if you.
I
just,
said it
made-
like 3 times and no one was listening to me. I'm like, fuck it.
No one. I didn't even fucking
If
hear
you
you.
wanted
I
to
said
make
last
it-
call.
I said it like 3 times. I'm like, I want it as my familiar.
Did you
Yeah,
say
but
you have to?
it's
Yeah,
before I
you
said-
didn't get my attention. You have to say it sometimes.
You have to like speak up, say Dustin. I didn't fucking hear you.
Dustin, give it to me, please.
I will.
Please,
I
please,
will
please,
allow it.
please, 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 please.
Well, here's the thing. We can go back down to the floor and you can get. You can pick out your very own fucking penguin.
I had whole lore for it too. I'm like, my people
And-
like, like these things are treated like gods where I come from.
Well, here are 2 things. First, I'm gonna be real. I think the fucking grung are gonna kill the penguins, or the penguins are gonna kill the grung. It's gonna be a bloodbath. But you can go back to the penguin room. You can go back to the penguin room. You can pick out your own little penguin and make it your familiar. But 2, yeah, I just wish I could fucking see that battle. I just imagine like these 2 penguins walking out, the grung freaking out, the penguins freaking out, and then just all hell lets loose.
Bro, it's still gonna be waging when we get back.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's gonna be
Just so
sides
you
and
know,
shit.
the penguins have abilities. I found a stat sheet for the penguins.
Oh
They
my
can
What do you
do-
mean
God,
have
I knew
abilities?
demonic.
They
I
can
knew
do
they were
1
demonic.
point of damage per round. They
Uh-oh.
literally suck ass.
That's literally their ability. They suck your ass and it does 1 point of damage.
2 points of pleasure.
Oh, I knew it. Is it called the rum shaker sucker?
Bro, Deku's been a bastard this entire session.
What is he doing? Nothing. That's what.
Fucking wildin'. He's been absolutely fucking wildin'.
Nah, he's okay. He's doing good.
I threw a penny at him.
What
um,
if the grungs somehow tame the penguins and they get to ride the penguins?
honestly,
Or at least the emperor.
that might happen. And just so you know, I'll roll a d4 for this just to make
Oh
sure.
my god, he's
Each-
deciding the fate of the penguins right now.
Yeah, each penguin has 1 hit point. Just so you know.
What?
Oh,
Or
They're
the Grungus end up
fucking-
worshipping him.
They are fucking penguins.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, they're.
And dude, even snakes have
All
more
but one are
HP than
humans.
one.
One of them is
Yeah.
actually a demonic creature in disguise.
Yes.
Even if I took, so usually, I like taking like max of the damage die or like the health die. Even if I took max of that die, they would still have 3 hit points.
They have a -1.
They have a -1. Yeah, it's a D4 -1 to their hit
It's a
point.
penguin. Yeah, of course.
What if you roll the 1?
They
You
have
die.
0 hit points.
they died this
They're constantly unconscious.
Why do you think so many penguins die from childbirth?
That is true. That you just fucking just broke the. You just cracked the code.
You know, that's the fault in any animal's lives because multiple animals have like a D something -1. Like I think even cats have it. Like that's why they are so prone to death is because they have that -1. It's just whenever they roll that 1, they're dead.
25%.
You just rolled the D4.
Fucking
Are
die.
you dead?